Hello and welcome to a very special episode of the Easy Allies podcast. I am grateful enough to be your host this evening, Michael Huber, joined by none other than Brandon Jones.
Yeah. Podcast 500 sounds like sci-fi, you know?
It does.
Podcast 500. Yeah.
It totally does.
I love it.
Also on the desk today, Daniel Bloodworth.
Hello.
How you feeling, Blood? 500.
Doing good. Just glad that I actually, because I really didn't do a lot of prep last night. Did most of it this morning.
Yeah.
So I was glad that went smoothly.
Nice. I like that.
I've had time to get here and go
Keep
to
it
the post
smooth.
office and all that. Yep.
As you do, usually. You're a smooth operator, Blood. And, of course, Robami Damiani.
Yo, yo, yo. How's it feel a week removed from repeat World Series champs, Huber?
Nothing can phase me in life. Nothing can phase, like, anything can happen right now, and I'm just at peace, and it feels good.
You know what I'm fazed by? The low effort LA logo on covering the NY on the hat there.
We love
The L and the A are put in the right place.
Dodger
Like,
button.
it's about that.
It was a bit.
Some of that Dodger
Just
money.
stayed there.
This is a payroll budget.
Damiani, my earliest memory of all time of you is that you had the Wind Waker Japanese import of GameCube on your desk at Game Trailers. That's literally my...
Like the physical copy of it?
Yep. That's my
Yeah.
earliest possible memory of you as a human being.
That's sick. The box art is so sick because it's like a
Nice.
foil, like blue with that like foil effect. Yeah, man, the GameCube Japanese box arts were sick, man.
It was so good.
We need to get those back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
The paper
do it,
sleeves, yeah.
Nintendo. You got the money, Nintendo. Because you see, they're on a. They're like the empire's growing. They're like the Dodgers right now. They're about to go on a spending spree. Look out!
We'll get into that for sure.
Must be nice. Making it all happen. Isla Hank.
Hi.
Earliest memory of Isla is obviously Dark Root Basin.
Dark Root Basin, dude.
Obviously.
Yeah. I was like, who is that? I was like, who the fuck was that?
So good. Has Dawn arrived?
I thought I heard him come in. I think he's here, but
he's
he's
on
in
the
the
way, yeah.
kitchen. Yeah.
Okay.
There's
So
a
Dawn
green
is
Taking
Dawn is
his
incoming.
time.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yes.
He was delayed.
Yes. And back there, Gabby Montoot. She's waving. She's pumped about it.
She's pumped about waving.
Pumped about waving.
She just loves to wave.
I love a good wave.
I love a wave.
There's so many
wave
different
Arc Raiders.
variations of waving.
It's true.
Yeah.
Context
You
is
have to
key.
account for how long you're going to be waving.
I
think that's why you get the little parade wave. Is like
Yeah.
you're going to be doing this for an
Touch
hour
the
or two.
pearls, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was driving today, somebody let me in, and if anybody lets you in LA, it's like a big deal. It's like huge
on the lane,
on
yeah.
the roads. If they like stop and let you go, that is
Right.
like the
I don't know, I
ultimate
think-
act of kindness.
I feel like we're pretty good about letting people in compared to other places, but okay.
I let anyone in. You want to go, you go.
Yeah.
But so anytime anybody lets me in, I go do a full arm out the window, wave back.
Arm
Thank you.
out the window.
Fully.
That is commitment.
You
dude.
let me in. That's an act, a genuine act of kindness.
I love the LA culture around motorcycles and lane splitting because, like, I think that is better and safer and faster and gets them out of my life. So it's like, hey, great. I don't want a motorcycle between me and the car in front of that motorcycle, right? So it's like, I'll always move over when I see a motorcycle,
Yes.
and I love the little like down like
I love
wave
it.
that they do.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, ooh.
The little, I acknowledge you.
Yeah, I
Thank
feel
you.
like I'm in like a secret club.
Yeah.
Like they're cool. Like some of the motorcycles just
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, in
Yeah.
case, like, their
It's-
egos are already probably blown up.
Driving a motorcycle,
motorcycles
smoking
everywhere,
cigarettes. It's just cool.
What percentage of the EZA community rides motorcycles?
my old roommate,
Inquiring minds.
My old roommate, he had a Harley. Yeah.
Crazy, Blood. Jones, one of my favorite memories of all time is when you were like, road rage, you gotta let it go. Do you remember this? You remember
Yeah.
this? This was a huge, like, philosophical Zen moment. You were like, anytime there's any kind of, like, road rage element whatsoever, let that go immediately.
Yeah.
That always stuck with me.
Well, there's no good road rage story. You know, there's nobody road rage and then afterwards it's like, that went well. You know, it's just like, all right.
Gotta just let it
situation
go.
handled. You know, it's like you clearly made yourself look like an idiot in front of many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle Bossman.
Never
He,
heard of him.
he wanted to be here, but some important matters came up. And he sent us a video message that will be rolled into this podcast later.
Later. Not now.
Yeah,
There's a
not now.
specific time.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a tease.
Okay.
You know, when Bossman's involved, you got to tease it. Keep everyone on the hook. It's like when they're like, "Hey, we're going to give you that score when we get back from the commercial
And
break."
I'll get to, we're jacked into the Matrix. I'll get to see it.
Yeah.
It's not like something
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
watch ahead of time or something. I didn't miss out on that. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Who has
It'll
seen
be
it?
right here.
I have not
I'm
seen
the
it.
only one that's seen
You're
it.
the
I have
only
as
not
far
seen
as I
it.
know.
I have
Hopefully nobody
no
else did.
idea.
I did
Yeah.
not watch it.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to watch it when we roll it in either.
You're going to take a research break at that
Yeah.
time.
I'm probably gonna head out. Just kind of leave. You'll just hear me peeling out. I'll be like, "Hey, Don, take the desk," you know?
This week, we've got some games. Little tease. Little tease. I love being wrong, of which I'm wrong often. And I am
I was
stoked.
gonna say that's good. That's
It's a good blend
Yeah.
because you do swing pretty hard
Yeah.
for the fences.
Exactly. You know, all or nothing here. And I am proud to say that I was wrong about Arc Raiders. We're going to be talking about that.
Ah.
We're going to
When
be
you
talking.
said earlier you had thoughts, I was like,
Oh, I've got thoughts.
"Does Huber hate my precious Arc Raiders?"
We're going to be talking about Arc Raiders. Isla and I have been playing it. Isla a little bit
Dude.
more.
I'm like weirdly into it.
Yeah. Isla's the multiplayer expert this year.
I know.
I guess
Arc Raiders, Night Rain.
it's pronounced Night Train. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
Blood has been digging into, I believe, the highest rated game now of the year.
Is it?
Hades 2. That's the last thing I saw.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
As it is, Hades 2.
Yeah, finally got around to it.
Yes.
Sorry, I was traveling and all that stuff. Tried to get
Yeah.
these guys on at day one, that they were busy, so finally got to it.
I played it a little.
I like the subtle bus throw. That was nice. Would have been
Yeah.
here earlier. But
Yeah. I mean, my excuse for not diving into Hades 2 was I was getting the ball pit platinum. So, sorry, Hades. Ball pit
Priorities,
calls.
dude.
Yeah. Jones take
Oh yeah.
on PowerWash Simulator 2.
We got gameplay clip up here on the screen, like less than half of it, salivating watching it. Like just and like I know that I see that
response.
blue roof and it's like, oh yeah, that's level 5. I remember that. It's fun.
Yes. And we have a big new Nintendo financial report with Switch 2 sales. And since it's a special milestone episode, Jones, we're starting off with you, man.
Oh.
Catching up with you
No.
and going over.
That's not what we're starting
That's
off
not
with
what
because
we're
you
sta-
told me to
you-
start off with something
you
else.
told him
yes,
to put
yes. See?
That's what I
Well,
wanted
no,
to
no,
start
no.
off with right
Let
there.
me finish, though. Let me finish. Let me
A little
finish.
Huber fumble
I know what he was about
no, no.
to say too. This is
with
gonna be good.
This is all. It's
little
all
blood
tied.
correction on top of that.
Let me finish. It's all tied together. It's all part of the same framework here. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4 framework, Jones. Let's go.
the last season?
No, I think it went 6, 7.
Season 6. Don't skip.
Don't skip it.
You can maybe even just jump straight to it, but it's really oof. They landed the plane that episode. Yeah.
Jones is here. He's going to give us trip down memory lane. We're going to go over, favorite memories from the show, all of that good stuff. But before we dive into like those memories, Brandon Jones is a Grand Theft Auto super fan.
Yeah.
GTA specialist. Rockstar enthusiast.
For sure.
We got some pretty intense news today, Jones.
Yeah. It's easy to be a big Rockstar fan because they only release games once a decade. So you really get a lot of time. You really get a lot of time to dig
Yeah,
in.
Well, this
and
is
like-
one of the funniest things too with Easy Allies and with Rockstar releases in particular. So like I generally manage like most of our external relations with all the PR and all the publishers and everything, like, hundreds of different people for all of these publishers. Jones has always had the Rockstar contact.
Yeah, that is true.
And like I've had a couple of emails with him, but now it's been so long. I'm like,
He's out. He's not Rockstar anymore.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like,
Yeah.
is he still there?
No.
Who am I going to talk to?
Jones,
I don't know.
Jones' uncle actually worked at Rockstar. And I was like, you were actually that story.
I mean, that's what made the Red Dead 2 first gameplay thing so special. Is I sat down next to two people that I'd known for a really long time, and I'd been emailing back and forth with about all sorts of stuff, and with online going as strong as it has for so long, there's just always stuff to talk about, and special time.
Yeah. GTA.
Why do you bring it up?
Well, GTA 6.
Yeah, heard about it.
It was delayed again.
Yeah.
Again. I'm so optimistic.
The first of many.
Many. This has been a hell of a build-up now. It was originally coming out now. Well, not originally, but,
Right.
It had been delayed to May 26th, 2026.
Right.
Now it's coming out November 19th, 2026. A full, half a year now. That puts us, that puts us more than a year away. We're back up to a year plus.
Yeah.
What's your take, Jones? How you feeling today? What are your thoughts?
They want that goatee real bad.
Is this intentionally in slow motion?
Yeah, and I made it black and white too. No, they're gonna be too late to qualify for Game Awards.
Oh,
next
it's
year.
November 11th. I thought it was December.
But-
No, November 19th.
But the industry loves to give out GOTY in October, so I believe that this game will be in the hands of critics in October because Red Dead 2, didn't you get it a month early, Jones, behind the scenes? You got the game a month early.
I wonder.
100%.
Yeah, I
Blood
wonder.
shaking his head.
I wonder if
I
they'll try
remember.
to get it in reviewers' hands so it can kind of
100%.
pseudo qualify.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's in that really
A vote's a
awkward
vote.
space. It's in that space where it's like, launch date probably will be before the official cutoff.
Yeah.
But nominations will be before anyone has the game. So that weird window.
I would actually appreciate it, Blood. I think it would be an interesting test because, so many people are always like, me especially, are like, well, if your game comes out in January, how is that really fair for Game of the Year? If you are one of the very first games that come out in that year, it'd be a really good test to be like, yo, GTA 6 comes out at that time. We assume it's going to be great.
I mean, I think
they have a
this
track
year
record.
the test of that is going to be Indiana Jones. If Indiana Jones is not forgotten, then we don't have to worry about that kind of thing. But the
it's
thing with
forgotten.
GTA,
Yeah.
I love it, and it's forgotten.
well, I
Jones
think
not
the DLC helped. But I think with GTA though, again, like I said, it's going to be within the eligible window.
Yeah.
But the nominations are going to have to be before people get the game. Because I don't think they're going to be handing that game out to more than 12 outlets.
Yeah, definitely.
Rockstar's just going to put the game out there and, fend for yourselves.
Fend for yourselves, Jones. What's your take on all this, Jones? Are you okay with this delay?
Yeah, I mean, I try to put it so far out of my mind because
Same.
it's
I'm not phased at all.
being excited about GTA 6 for me, as much as I love this series, is like if you had a treadmill and just cranked it all the way to its fastest, and then I got on it while it was going. I'm not running and it's speeding up. I gotta get on that thing at full speed,
Yes.
and then run the whole time before the game comes out. So if I'm excited about it now,
Yeah.
so when it got bumped to May, no joke, I was like, oh yeah, May, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot it was May. I
Right.
wasn't. Counting the months every time we got to the first of a new month, so it's definitely a bummer, but I'd say it'd be rougher if we didn't have a lot of information. It'd be rougher to me too if I wasn't in the mindset already after RDR2 looking at this as the next big thing from them being that should be soon.
Yeah.
It was not, that has never been my mood, during this whole development period.
Yeah, and it does add up. Speaking of Red Dead 2, it does add up because there are confirmed leaks, you know what I mean, from really reputable sources like Nate the Hate or whatever is an incredible track record of Red Dead Redemption 2 Switch 2 port. And along with those remastered versions to bring it up to 60 frames on console. So I feel like if that is a thing, they would want that to come out and have enough breathing room.
Right.
If Red Dead 2,
Maybe, yeah.
new version came out in January, February, and then it was oh, well, GTA is a couple months away. That's almost competing with themselves.
I don't think it's too much. I do
mean,
want, so
100-hour game.
back to the awards thing. Do you think Jeff is sweating over that? I think if anyone to be sweaty, be oh.
That'd be wild if he didn't know. If if that was a total surprise to Keeley, that would be interesting.
I don't mean necessarily
maybe
as a surprise, but just
Right.
the timing of how it's gonna look like on him trying to organize the awards and everything.
Yeah,
do you think he maybe extends the cutoff dates? Maybe
it'd be a strange thing.
Can he do that?
It'd be a strange thing if he wasn't thinking about that, because that's obviously such a big deal. But it, like, as a fan, at least just in the industry going through GOTYs, it's never done well. Like, I've never given any Rockstar game a GOTY. Like, it's never really come up in conversation. It's always like, oh yeah, that was a big thing, but then there's this other thing.
2013 game trailers, legendary. Last of Us for GTA 5. You were pulling for GTA 5.
No, but it didn't win.
Oh, but
and
it didn't. You mean like actual giving it the win?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've never handed it the GOTY. It's
Got
never
it,
even
got it,
like
got
when
it.
Red Dead came around, it was never even a conversation. Yeah,
Oh, that was
and
my
GTA 5
favorite.
was not a conversation either. When it finally got around to the GOTY conversation, the conversation lasted about 5 minutes, and they were just like, no, nobody in the room was on my side. You know,
That was my favorite
At least
room
like
to be
one or
in.
two were, and they didn't really speak up.
I was a little babe. I was a little babe in that room, and I just like couldn't say anything.
corner.
I was
sucking
just
your
like,
pacifier.
I was just watching, and it all came down to GTA 5 and Last of Us. It was so fun to just watch that.
The one time I almost threw a chair out the window, and it's a good thing because it was in that brick room across from where the other brick conference room. There was no windows, otherwise I'd throw a chair through. But one person, I will not say who, was like, well, if you think about it, the game comes on one disc and online comes on another disc. They're two different games. If you're talking about GTA 5 for GOTY, I don't really know if you can consider online. And I was like, all right. I'm done.
I would have had your back. I would have had your back. I would have had your back.
okay.
I would have had your back.
Never mind. It's
I
fine.
would have had your back hard.
It's
there.
fine.
It's the same. It's the game. Like, I would have had your back.
I'll tell you what I'm not looking forward to is people are just it's so refreshing to not really be on the podcast that much, so I can just come in and just let it fly and just be like, I'm taking the gloves off. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. People are just dumb about how they talk about GTA games because there's a lot of like, it doesn't look as good. They haven't shown gameplay yet, and it's just like, if you can't identify what
know.
the game is going to
I
be
agree.
like from the
I super
cutscene
agree.
after going through 3, Vice City, San
I
Andreas,
know.
4 and 5, and now that you're just clearly
Ignorant.
like, huh?
I think it's just haters.
I can't
Jones.
imagine what this will play like.
I feel like
It's
because they
come on.
haven't connected with it on an emotional level,
Right.
so they feel like outside of it all, and
So
they're
it's
just
just
like
the-
projecting onto it.
the chasm between
Yeah.
how insanely popular GTA games are
Yeah.
and how much
It's so
doubt
popular.
people have before every single one of them came out. They were always like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that's like the hot take, like that's
Yeah.
that's what we'll get. This is actually bad. You're like, okay, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure this game will tank. I'm sure it won't. Yeah.
Yeah.
People will not be excited
When
about
things
it.
are that popular,
you get
though,
online
of course.
and people just play online all the time and hate it. You're like,
sure.
come on.
But then that goes into a deeper discussion about like taste and quality, and it's like, well,
Right.
if a thing is popular, like, is it actually good versus
Right.
like this smaller niche thing hyper focusing on one specific taste? Is
Right.
that better than like a popular thing that everyone can connect with on a
Right.
level? Like, that
So
gets,
6 or 7 more months of that, I'm not looking forward to.
Same.
Just all of that. Like, see the latest trailer? I don't know. Also, at this point, it's just like dropping a nuclear bomb on anybody that's doing anything in, late November, early December.
I don't think there's a lot of those
So I
dates
wonder-
set yet, though.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, most
gotta
of
be
the
like one
industry
game
has
that's like,
moved
no!
to being before November 19th anyways. Like, if you look at this year, like, December's starting to stack up right now. But, like, most of late November, like, people want to have their stuff well in advance of Black Friday and everything, so.
yeah. To close it out, because it is a huge story, GTA. Lastly, any other takes throughout? And of course, Jones, are you worried at all about how this affects the quality? Like, is there trouble? Is there reason to be concerned? What have you?
No, because they got to get it right. They have to get it right. Like and who knows what those things are? Like, who knows what metric? What they're, if that's online, because all of that stuff. I don't think any of the online things for GTA 5 or Red Dead worked or launched well. Like, it was all just chaos. Like, when all that stuff came out, confusing. Like, not a lot of modes. Like,
You lost your character
yeah, just super
famously.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
No concerns.
No.
I
I
love it.
I think
Until you give me a reason to think otherwise, no concerns.
from the delay at all. I think
What if it doesn't make it
What
It's delayed again.
Yeah, it doesn't make November.
2027.
Yeah. No, I think we're close.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, Tomiani.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought
I
this delay
kind of
would
don't
be crazy.
trust any release date that's more than a year away.
Because it's
Yeah.
the same year. I think this year is important to it, or important to
I mean, fiscally,
All the money grubbers
as long
there,
as they're
like I
done
think.
by March 27, there's probably fine.
right.
There you go.
Yeah.
One last delay till March 27. Boy,
Probably
called
February,
it.
but yeah.
Called it right there. Yeah. Any other
delay.
GT info or takes or anything at all?
Well, there's one other news
there
bit
is.
in there, yeah.
Speaking of Rockstar, we got to bring it up for sure because last week they were accused of union busting,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
not. This is not good. That's not good.
No.
Accused of union busting by the Independent Workers Union of Great Britain after firing about 30 to 40 people. So they fired them. Now Rockstar is pushing back, though, breaking their silence about it. They came out, they commented, and they claimed that those people were fired for gross misconduct, quote, and sharing company secrets.
Yeah.
In a forum that includes non-employees. According to a Bloomberg report, the union stated that, quote, all of the infected employees were a part of a private trade union chat group on Discord, and the only outsiders in the chat were labor organizers.
I like that they're affected employees, and he said infected.
Yeah. This reeks of them finding a technicality. There's probably
Right,
like
yeah.
people who needed to be in the know so that they could give them proper advice. And Rockstar's like, are they technically not an employee? Nope. All right, you're leaking. Get the lawyers on them. Get them fired. Like they were just looking for any excuse.
Or, I mean, not knowing the details, the other side of the coin of what could have happened is if they just got too casual about saying things that weren't related. You know, like they had other chats going on in the same
Yeah.
Discord server, but I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, we're inclined to think it was just like I bet it wasn't anything specific said. It was just the presence of people who weren't employees. They're like, that's enough. We don't care about anything else. That's grounds for, our lawyers say that's grounds that we could fire you. So
You don't think
I think they were
every-
just looking for a loophole because they just want a union bust. They don't want that.
So you
shit
don't
to
think it
happen.
was people actually just like leaking shit?
I don't think it was that. I really don't think it was that. Does
Wow.
not the
It's-
vibe
it's-
does not
it's
feel
a-
like it was like
yeah.
leakers trying to leak like gameplay stuff. I think if anything, if there was, it was like leaking about like what's going on at the company because of like trying to say like a bad shit going down,
Right.
like hey, we're not being paid enough or something like that. And Rockstar's like, you can't talk about that. You signed an NDA.
Yeah, the
You're
company
talking to
secrets
non-employees.
were you're being treated poorly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a weird number. Was it like 40?
30 to 40. 30 to 40.
That's a lot of leakers that
that's
were
a big
leaking
group,
like
all
the
leaking
new
stuff
vehicle.
all
on
That
at the
is
same
a
time.
big number. That is a big
Or even
number.
if one person
it's a big cabal
shared a
of
screenshot
leakers. You know,
and they
it's
just
like,
fired all 40, like who knows?
It is also crazy to me to be like, 30 to 40 people just lost their jobs and then, oops, we got a delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how important were those people?
That's like a RICO
Do we
case
have any
of
idea?
leakers, It's like they got the top guy, the top leaker.
And
so
it
it's
got-
like everybody that's all on the way down, you got them
Yeah.
all.
Crazy.
Because it's like
All 10 pins.
Again, like one of the issues this industry has is treating developers like they're just interchangeable, and it's like,
So disposable.
and it's like, nah, dude, that guy knew how to do all this stuff, and now we're screwed because you just fired him over this.
Yeah.
So, we'll add 6 months to the calendar. We'll fix it.
Yeah. Do you think we've heard the last of this battle, Bloodworth? Do you think there'll be more updates on this exact situation?
I think people are going to follow up on this. I think we'll see.
Yeah.
We might not get a whole lot more, but I think we'll hear more.
Okay. I want to. I'm invested.
Yeah.
I want to know.
All
Shine a light on the truth.
Disappear down an elevator shaft.
Oh my gosh. Final
All 40
destination.
just interrupt.
It's like they've all disappeared.
Right.
Jones, what has been going on in your life, my man?
I got bolded and highlighted and everything. It's its own bit.
Yes. As it
It's
is.
gonna get its own time code.
Of course it is. This is a segment, Jones.
I am mostly a stay-at-home father. I'm raising currently a 6-year-old who was. It's like he's 6 and he's super into like hardcore horror animatronics.
Oh, okay.
Like watching YouTube videos of just
The
like
Thing.
severed headed clowns like shaking back and forth
Whoa.
pneumatically.
Tell him to watch
and he's just like dead
Scanners.
serious, like watching it. I know, and I'm like, is this okay? He doesn't look distressed.
It is so
You see,
okay.
It's like calming to
It
him
is
in a
so
weird
okay.
way.
Kids
There's
love
like
those haunted.
There's like one robot.
Yeah,
there were two clowns like
Spirit
pulling
Halloween.
back and forth on a little girl that was like screaming. And he's like, "Why is she screaming?" I'm like, "Well, she's scared, I guess."
Yeah, I mean,
to die.
Jones. I mean, people were talking about like them
It's on
bringing
someone's front lawn. It must be okay, right? Like,
bringing Gremlins back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that was about the age I saw Gremlins.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was talking to my brother about it actually today,
very
and I was like,
kid-targeted.
I was way into Tales from the Crypt. I would like, there was so much horror I was watching. I saw Child's Play when I was like 8. Like, yeah,
Right.
yeah. But
I honestly
so he's
do
great.
think that a bit of horror is like good for
Yeah,
Yeah.
kids develop. Although
It
I saw
absolutely
it
is.
way too young.
just a little.
Yeah,
taste.
the one that I was like that actually like really freaked me out, and I was a little bit older. I think it was like teenager or preteen or something. Was Troll 2.
Oh yeah,
Troll
yeah,
two.
yeah.
There was a thing in there.
Yes.
Troll 2, Tommy
Yeah.
Honey.
Very
One
disturbing.
famously with Jennifer Aniston.
Yes. But in my spare time, I am currently writing my second novel, trying to get the draft on that done by January 1st.
Is
I
it
don't,
a
I don't know how many
sequel or
I don't know how many
another-
books you read, dude, but I think
Not
I'm writing
enough.
all the time writing this.
Yeah.
It's my love letter to just like DC noir, Batman, like The Stranger, all that stuff,
You know what I watched on Halloween
Tracy
night was
and,
Batman animated series. See No Evil? See No Evil,
See No
dude.
Evil.
A
Yeah.
one-off
Yeah.
about like the Invisible Man, basically. Such a 10 out of 10 episode, dude.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. So yeah, love Batman and all that noir stuff, and yeah, it should be a fun thing. Takes place in the 70s, 76, which is a fun
Okay.
year that I keep like when I see a movie or something that's in like 75 or 77. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened in the mid 70s.
That's so fun.
But yeah, Troll 2.
Oh my God.
So yeah, more news on that next year. But I started the zoom in. Thank you. So I
Oh, that's so good.
Please
Did you bring
just
back
have
memories,
that
bud?
going for the whole rest of the podcast.
No.
Okay.
But I started a Substack,
Jones
which is not a platform that I was familiar with. Kind of like a Patreon, but for like blogs. You can do audio and video and live streams and stuff. But I did a little bit of creative writing following dealing with a lot of hospital stuff and a lot of crazy stuff with my son, 4 years ago when he went through what I call a horrible thing. The Substack's called The Friend's Guide to Horrible Things. And what I made a lot of notes of is like I would have a loved one or a friend that would try to help and kind of fall on their face a little bit, but they didn't know they were doing it. Yeah. They would do something that was like super triggering or just like, oh yeah, that was, but I love that person, so I'm not going to bring it up and just like, no, thanks for your help, it's fine. But I was making notes. And so I'm like, I want to put these in a book that's like, not, you're like, oh, I went through an issue. I'm going to go get a book about, I'm pregnant. I'm going to get a book and read about that. But like, I've never heard of a book that's like, my friend's friend just died, or my friend just got cancer, or my friend, just lost someone. How do I help my friend? And so it's like, okay, don't do this. Just read this book super quick, get to the chapter that's relevant and just read,
Highlight this,
1,000 words on like, do this helps, make them food, don't give them, medical journals, like don't, just a lot of things that would seem like you're helping, but is not. And that's been really interesting, kind of like building up a new community and, sub by sub, 5
Yeah.
to 10 new subs a month, just like, just, getting back to
So
basics.
way different than your first book.
This is nonfiction. This is its own, and it's. I call them chapters every post. I go Friday. It's like the classic paywall where it's like every Friday's episode is paywalled for a week.
Classic paywall.
Yeah, there's 19 chapters up there now. 19,000 words you can go read, and I read the audio for each of them, but that's also behind the paywall. So yeah, if you want to check that out, there's a ton of free content, and if you're not familiar with Substack, if you're like,
but
I'm
this
not
is separate
signing up for no
Is
Substack,
this actually
I get
the
it.
third book then?
This would be. Oh, I did the kids' book last year.
Right.
So this
fourth
would be
then.
book number 3.
Right.
But
no,
this,
yeah.
I'm like writing this, so like this book might not happen for another year or two.
Yeah.
'cause
Okay.
It's just I'm,
Do you
slowly
ever
rolling
want
that
to
out.
write another video game review? Has this inspired any of that, or
No.
completely detached from that?
Would you like me to? Do you think
No,
about
I'm,
that?
I'm super curious. I'm super curious because
No,
just
yeah,
the writing
no.
element.
Yeah.
A lot of people that stop writing, they miss writing, they miss the process. You've pivoted into
Well, it's like
completely different format.
Yeah, I mean, like when I graduated from college, right around the time we started Game Trailers, it was like 3 or 4 years before we got into doing reviews, and like so I was writing screenplays, I was writing TV shows, I was working on that format, and then getting into video game
your
reviews was
Batman,
like,
Superman one,
whoa, like it wasn't like that, in the YouTube era, I grew up reading EGM, so I read those types of reviews, but like getting into the type of scripts you would write for video was so weird, and we were like doing things that other people weren't doing. So that was so fun adopting that new format, and it's like being back there again, where it's like doing stuff that like, I talked to a bunch of authors, and it's the same vibe, that they told me I was going to have, where it's like, once you're getting close to done your second book, you look back at your first one, and you're like, what a piece of shit, man.
What even?
If I was to write that book now, it'd be so much better, because you learn, just like editing, just like being on camera, and like you get better the more you do it. So yeah, just writing a bunch and then dealing with the crazy 6-year-old,
of course,
sassy 6-year-old.
Love a sassy 6-year-old, man. Isn't that like the terrible teens and the sassy 6s or whatever, right? Is like the...
Yeah. We didn't have the terrible 2s. He was chill.
Terrible 2s.
We didn't have those. He was chill, but he's not... Yeah.
My brother was terrible 2s.
Oh, no.
Hardcore. Just like totally out of control. Like my parents still talk about it, for sure. Yeah.
But, and then my beautiful wife, Amanda Troop, is doing a ton of audiobooks. Like back to back to back, like leading up at the end of the year, she's literally reading like a new audiobook every week.
Oh, wow.
Tons, crazy genres all over the place. Doing which is kind of like what inspired me when she was reading to do the Substack.
Yeah.
When she was reading a lot of nonfiction books, a lot of stuff for like teachers, a lot of stuff. And then she'll get like crazy romance fantasy stuff, and then get like crazy, coming of age stuff, and we got the booth at home, so she'll read those and bang those out. So if you look her Amanda Troop audiobook, and I was telling the allies earlier, if you go to Amanda_Troopy with a Y, TROOPY on TikTok, she live streams them when she does the audiobooks.
So cool.
If you want to just jump in for like 10 minutes and just listen to her like in the booth, like make mistakes and talk about it and like respond to chat and stuff. Yeah. I was like, you can do that? And she's like, well, as long as you get the approval. But you think about if you were like an indie author getting an audiobook produced, and it's like, you mind if I live stream it and bring it to like 500 people that otherwise wouldn't know about it? And you're like, yeah, please. Yeah. So interesting industry. I'll be inside writing a book, and she'll be in the booth reading a book, and it's good times.
I love that. So Jones, you said you haven't thought about writing a review.
Right.
What about editing a review? Because I know you love to
I did.
edit.
There was something... Didn't I edit
but are you ever
after
playing...
the fact?
You did a few.
Everyone was out for
Splatoon
something, and you threw something my way. Yeah.
Are you ever, though, playing a game and you're like, I wish I could do something and like edit a video about this game?
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's still there.
But
it's still there.
That never went away because I was doing that while I was here because there was no time to do everything. And so there were, anytime I like see like a really good compilation video, where somebody will take like clips from a bunch of different movies and put it together, I'm just like, oh God, I wish I could. I wish I had all the MCU movies to just do something crazy with. Yeah, that kind of stuff's really fun. I never really did it.
Any questions for Jones? Before we move on to his takes about PowerWash.
How tall are you?
Everybody, I shrank. Everybody got taller than me. I never quite got 6 feet. I'm
like
probably
5'11".
just
You're right
a
above me.
flat 5'11" now. I've always like 5'11" and a half, but I'm probably just 5'11", shrinking. But all my friends, like when we got to like the end of high school, going into college, they all like shot to like 6'1".
It's insane.
Yeah.
Shorter than my dad, shorter than my brother.
It was Splatoon 3 was the last one that we brought you in for.
Splatoon 3.
I remember when it was rare that people would come to me specifically to edit a review, and I remember Evil Within 2, you came to me and you were like,
I was like, Jones,
you're cutting
we're doing
this.
this.
And I'm like,
we're doing this.
Yeah.
Chat
go.
has some questions for Jones if you want.
Throw a couple in, of course.
Limeo Togo asks, are you happy?
I am happy. It's tough. We're waiting for Milo, my 6-year-old, to have a procedure, and we don't have control over when that happens at all. And he's kind of like in a holding pattern. And like if I was like doing Cup of Jones, I would like get into more detail like I did in the past. But so like that sucks. Just being like
the waiting game.
We could like literally, I could like get a text and be like, bye
now,
just get in the car and like take off. But so it's always kind of like walking on a tightrope a little bit. But like everything stressful, like everything difficult, you appreciate the days way more. The good times, or like the great, like trick-or-treating was the best. He had a really good October.
What was his costume?
David Pumpkins, and Amanda and I were the skeletons on the other side, Saturday Night Live.
I love that, dude.
So we were like next to him.
So cool.
David S. Pumpkins.
David S.
Dude.
Pumpkins.
So cool.
Preguntas? It's good. We showed him the first video. We're like, because I think it came up in conversation. He was interested about it. So we showed him the first video, and then he was like, oh, and he thought it was funny. And then we showed him the second one, and one of the doors open, and it's not Annabelle, but I think it was Annabelle. And she's like, I'm Annabelle. And Saturday Night Live's like, I hate that bitch. And I was like, oop.
Milo said that?
No, the like on Saturday Night Live to the Annabelle doll. And I was like, oh. Let that one slide. Did he say it? Did he repeat it back? No. I think that one slipped. One ear, not the other.
Do you have? You don't have to share it or whatever, but just so you have it. Do you have him in costume going? Any questions?
Yes.
Good.
We do. Yeah. There was one time he said it unscripted where my brother went trick or treating with us, and he got a video of us walking down the street, and he turned to the camera and was like, any questions?
Oh my God.
And Amanda had on her phone, she went to a website that had like a button you could press and it would play like the Pumpkins
song.
theme. And so she would just hit it.
Yeah.
Funny.
Nobody knew who we were. Nobody at the doors that we rang. Nobody
That's
we
so
passed on the
crazy
street.
to me.
We bumped into, he goes to a different school than he did last year, and we bumped into his old classmates. None of their parents knew. Nobody.
I would have been so thrilled, dude. I would have been like, and you are? And then if you and Amanda didn't go, part of it. I would have been
Next to
upset at you.
I got one for you, Jones. Are there any, because there's a million of them now, but are there any showcases like Summer Game Fest or Gamescom or anything like that where it's like, I'm going to sit down and watch this live, not catch up later?
Zero.
Yeah, I'm good. Fuck. I'm good.
Wow.
So, yeah, wow's the word. Yeah, it's cold turkey. It literally, like the first one you skip them all. You know, like there's no, yeah.
You love trailers.
I know.
You love them.
I know.
I've
yeah.
seen them a couple of trailers here and there.
I just stopped.
Sometimes it's better to just catch up on the highlights, I find.
No doubt, for sure. But also being in the
moment definitely
But I've been there.
changes how you
connecting
feel
with
about it.
Yeah.
But I've been there. I've never been where I'm at now.
Yeah.
You know. Because
I love
when
that.
GameTrailers.com started, 2002,
love
you know,
that.
like there weren't a lot of trailers. You know,
you've
like
done it, bro.
we wanted to make
You've
a
done
database
it.
of trailers for GameTrailers.com, and there wasn't a big database.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like being there from like close to the very, very, very beginning.
Love it.
Especially like high HD video on the internet. Like we were right there, like right when people were experimenting with that. And so
Yeah.
it's like being on the outside of it and being like, wait, what? That's why I just get crushed in our fantasy league because I have no idea. Because I know the you know the top, but it's just like all this crazy obscure.
Yeah.
Sort of the Sea I didn't know until after it launched. I was
Whoa!
like, what? Like,
Great
I
game.
would have been. I would have like I would have been unable to shut up about that game.
Yeah.
You know, had I been.
That was such
had I
Jones bait
been-
for
yeah.
sure. I kept
know,
bringing
in
up
the
about how you
zeitgeist.
prevented me from playing the Pathless. I brought it up
Right.
10 times.
Yeah.
Because
To
you
Austin
didn't like
Wintory.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. To Austin Wintory himself. I was like, well, Jones didn't like it. He said it was fine, so I skipped it.
It was fun. Yeah. Yeah. But it's
Threw it
something
under
you
the
really
bus,
wanted to put
dude.
time in. Yeah. It was a little weird. But fun review to cut because it's a gorgeous game.
Yeah.
Really good movement and really great music. So the review experience was a blast.
That's fun.
But the game itself, it's like, man.
Speaking of games, Jones, you have been playing something brand new.
I know. It just timed out this way. A lot of the stuff,
That's
like right now, I'm finally playing Star Wars Outlaws DLC, and you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, and I played like StarCraft 2 randomly, but this is not relevant to bring up in the podcast. But yeah, I'm in Legacy of the Void right now.
Put a
Played
pin
the
in
whole
that.
thing.
Put a pin. I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring that up again. Put a pin in that.
Really
for
good.
sure.
Really
Holy
good game.
shit, dude!
Really
Holy cow! Okay,
StarCraft 2 is
but
excellent.
what you've been
Second
playing
playthrough.
now, PowerWash Simulator
Yes.
2.
So excited.
I
Talk
can't wait-
about not
yeah,
knowing.
Damiani's obsessed.
I
dude.
maybe John Miani can answer. They just dropped the release date on like a random day, right? That wasn't part of a direct or something. They just like somebody said, I can't believe, they're like, next week looks crazy, and they dropped like 6 games coming out in a list, and one of them was Simulator 2.
I
And
don't
I'm like,
think- I don't think that
they
was
announced
the
a
case.
release date. Once a month, I would
knew.
check. Like, when is this release date coming out, or when is this release date
I
dropping?
knew about it. I think because they also did a thing about like the price when they announced the release
Yeah.
date too.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
wasn't
yeah, they had a
very
trailer about the
expensive
price, yep.
either.
That's
It was
right.
the
It's like
same price as
$25
the
or
original.
something?
Yeah, it's the same price as the original game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And Square Enix isn't chopping off from the top, so it's all for them.
But this was this was one where like I went into the kitchen and was like, Amanda, just FYI, Thursday.
When this hits.
Thursday.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing Thursday night, but you're not hanging out with me. Like, sorry. But it's inexplicable. I can't really say why I love this game as much as I do. It's so sensorial. It's so interesting. You know, like there's so many ways in the 21st century. There's so many things you can do to relax yourself. And this is one of them. Like, it's just one of those that, you know, like ASMR, like it's kind of in that genre. And it's one of those things where I wonder if the developers were like, wow, I didn't know, I didn't know people would be that into it. I have not tracked the sales of the first game. Obviously, they had a ton of DLC, a lot of licensed stuff.
I did super well.
Final Fantasy.
But it's not like they came with this game and like just blew it out of the water. It's just more PowerWash Simulator. Like they added a couple new things. They were like, check out this new device. And I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Best level in the game. The
Theme park?
Yeah, it's like a...
Do you concur, Damiani?
It's a shooting range where you squirt water at targets.
One, yeah, when the little attractions start activating. When
I
you
chuckled
shoot them.
hard. Yeah, it's a shooting range where obviously you shoot water, called PowerWash Simulator. And it's the story from the first game. So like all of the little things that move, that animate are like things that you did.
Incredible.
And so you're like power washing them, and like one is like this like Viking temple thing.
Yeah.
That like was so tall, and so like getting up on top of it and like trying to like squirt down, and so just literally standing over the thing and going was really funny. I'm like, okay, that's
so good.
That's a good bit.
Dude, the PowerWash
and
sequel lore connecting in meaningful ways was not on my radar.
Thing. That's the thing. And like you will chuckle at home, listeners and viewers, and you're not wrong. The lore, Huber.
Yeah. So Damiani was saying too.
It's
like it goes places.
It's not crazy. It's not crazy deep, but it knows what it is.
I love
it. Completely understands what it is.
Yeah.
And so you go back to when I was like, oh, this is so clever that they added this shooting gallery. And then I was like, oh, wait, we're at the fair. And I did a 180 and I'm like, yep. And I'm like, the slides here and the merry-go-rounds here and the, like all this stuff that you did in the first game. There's one where you're like on a rock climbing wall and it's really tall. And when you got to the top, you can see the whole fairgrounds and it's like all of PowerWash 1 is all there.
So cool.
Oh, crazy.
And
so
like
good.
the characters come back and there's no character models in the game. You never see somebody. You finally see, oh, I know why, because the cats. That's why Damiani's into it.
Of course, Damiani.
Because the cat lore.
Yes.
So there's a
the
missing
mayor's
cat in the first game, and in the second game, you have that cat plus two other cats, and they're in every level. So like when you go into a level, it's like, oh, what's up this stair? Oh, that's where Ulysses is. Okay, nice. And so all that stuff like continues over like into the second game, like all the characters and all that stuff picks up, but it's not something where you're gonna like be stuck in the middle of a level. Like you're just cleaning objects. It's just you get text from people and they help fill that stuff in.
Well, Jones, the funny thing about this game is like it's a game where like, we were talking about like podcasts and stuff that people might watch or like it's like you play it without even like your brain considering that you're playing it sometimes, because when I actually just saw it before launch at Tokyo Game Show and with the developer, and I was with, chatting with the developer, cleaning this box truck, and we were just like, I'd never met this person before, and we're just chatting about all kinds of random things. And at some point I'm like, oh yeah, I guess you should tell me what else is going on in this game. Right. Like, what did you guys do differently here?
You can stop playing on a dime. Like you can just, like I'll be playing and then like Milo will call me or Amanda will say something and I'm just like, oh, pause by.
Jones, that's one of my favorite
Turn my
things.
TV off, reboot the PS5 later, and
I
keep
truly
on going.
appreciate that more than anything in 2025 is a game you can just hop into at any time, any mood for short bursts. Like it's so important.
But there's no character models. There's even no photographs. Like when you see, you have like an office now. When you look at photographs, there are no characters are displayed except for you, and you're in the mask. And they totally make fun of that all the time. Where like they'll send you a text. Like in the first game, I got a text that was like, "I was there before, but didn't see you. You didn't see me. I was there." And so they're like, the developers know like you're never gonna see any of these people. You're only gonna hear them. And so like the humor is set up around how silly the whole format is and how silly this town is. The names are super silly of like these little like, places that you go to. They're all based around like, cleaning terminology and it's just, I feel connected with these devs. Like I
Yeah.
feel, again, it's just they understood the assignment, they get
Yeah.
their game, especially like, having it not be a fluke from the first game. But at the same time, it's not like stop the presses, PowerWash Simulator.
Well, it's
2,
one of my
you know,
favorite
like-
things about video games, Jones, is like, here we go. We get games where we're just cleaning things, and it's amazing. It reminds me of like Overcooked. It's like you're just serving food here.
Right.
Like, and we're going to make just an amazing game around that.
Right.
Like, there's just the creativity and making some like mundane, real life, real world thing a video game, I think is just so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I watched it now, I was watching so much horror in October when I was playing this. So when I see a level, I think, oh, this was Alien Resurrection, this level with the owl. Like literally, I can hear like the voices. I can hear what's his name? The big guy from
Ron
City of Lost
Perlman.
Children. I can hear Ron Perlman's voice in my head, like watching this. Haven't done any of the co-op. If you haven't played either of these games, play this one because it is quote unquote better. Like they've added some cool stuff, and you're not going to be super confused by the story.
Yeah.
Like you can like look it up on Wikipedia or something if you really care.
This thing was nice.
But
Thing on screen.
it was okay. It like raised. I couldn't figure out why it was popping up and down.
Yeah, I had that issue too when I played it.
Yep. I had,
My
there
favorite
was
new
some weird
thing
jankiness.
was there's like
Needs
a
a patch.
swing you get into that you set
Yeah.
up, and it's like a bar that goes over the whole length. You can only put it up in specific spots on the level,
Yeah.
and you can basically with the left analog stick move up, down, left, right. And so it's like, oh, if there's just like there's one level, it's a billboard, and so you can put it up right in front of it, and then just go up and just go left to right.
Yeah.
And I did feel there were some parts of the first game where like I would finish the end of the level and be like, where the hell am I supposed to clean? It'd be 99%. And I'm like, where is this? And there's like, oh, it's the tire on this thing. And I'm like, I'm looking at the tire. If you click the right analog stick, it like highlights the dirt.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, click,
Nice.
click, click, click. Like, where is it? And they definitely improved that with this one, where from the just design of the levels, I could tell they weren't so like, let's put the dirt right in the corner there. It's like they
Yeah.
definitely made it like a little bit more responsive that way, and just did a better job of like once you get to that point, specifically highlighting it and see. Oh,
That's good,
you know,
that's good.
There's like a little
Chill.
target now that's like it's this thing. Like okay,
Which
this
platform
level
did you play it
rules.
on again? Sorry.
PS5.
Oh, okay, I was curious how like the lighting was, and then how like the water looked, because I played on PC and I thought it looked like the water effects looked fantastic, and the reflections looked really good. So I
Yeah.
was curious how it looked on console.
There's a lot. This kind of trickle down effect they do is new, and some cool reflections. PS5, not PS5 Pro, just PS5 base, did get choppy. The couple times.
Oh, okay.
But never like crashed or anything.
Damiani,
or
what's
never,
your
like-
favorite water in a video game?
Favorite water?
Yeah.
I mean, Wave Race 64 is still like the
Good
best
answer.
water.
Yeah.
Good answer.
But
I think
there's
Sea of
some,
Thieves
like,
has outdone it at this
Sea
point.
of
but yeah.
Thieves is such a good
Sea of Thieves
pick.
I play a lot of
was
Sea of
solid.
Thieves.
That is
so,
such a
yeah.
good pick.
I'll never
The way
forget
the
that,
light
but,
comes through when the sun's rising or setting.
The fact that it actually simulates and only comes through a hole in the side of your ship, if it would come through the hole in the side of your ship, is still crazy. to
That's
me.
insane, Isla. Yeah, that is insane.
And like if I was actually cleaning this right now, there would be dirt all over the floor. Like it's not the dirt just kind of
Be, like, dripping
goes
down.
away.
Yeah, yeah,
like
for sure.
again, that's why the whole thing is kind of wrapped in silliness. Like
Yeah.
it's the game never takes itself seriously. There is a story, but like boy, can you just not pay attention to it at all. So it's it's very
goes
charming.
Places.
What's up?
It gets pretty crazy.
It's more stuff animates. You know what they do in this one is I'll be getting close to finishing a level and look at the percentage and I'm only at like 50%. I'm like, oh, something's gonna open, and then like I get the last thing, and then like a staircase opens up, and it's like, oh, what's down here?
Sick.
And they didn't have a lot of that in the first game. Where
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, this
Which-
game trains you that like every 20% or so, like every 20%, you're gonna get like a text message update or something
Right.
will happen in the level. It's like 20%. If you see like a pop up, like, oh, I must have hit a major milestone. 40%, 60%. Yep, hit those numbers.
Here
There
we
you
go.
go. Right on cue.
Love
but
that.
Platinum did, because I was
I
just
got
like,
to the
I'm like,
parade
I'm
part.
like this
Yeah, that's
plat. I'm
pretty
like
far.
this plat can't be tough. And I haven't platinum something in a long time, and I was like, oh, this,
Look
and
at
they're
us.
just like,
Power wash,
they're
ball
like
pit.
clean this thing last,
We're
clean this
addicted.
thing first, cover
Did you
this thing
ride
with
the roller
soap.
coaster on that stage?
did I ride
The alligator roaster.
on stage? I wrote it when it was dirty. I wrote it when it was clean. I wrote it, but
Wrote it when you got the platinum. It's
Yeah.
a celebration.
but yeah, maybe the best podcast game ever made, man. I mean, it's just
So sick.
it's so good to put on a movie or a show or something. Dig in.
All right, Jones and everybody. This is the 500th Easy Allies podcast.
Well done, crew.
That is crazy.
more than Invisible Walls and GT Time combined.
We're talking.
Oh yeah, I didn't even look at those numbers.
It's less than 400 actually.
It was 286 for
we went through
Invisible
it, yeah.
Walls and 96 for
Wow.
GT Time, something
We're
like that.
we're getting up there with Law and Order. Let's go.
Produced by industry veterans, but created by you, our viewers and community. You did this. You got us to 500, and you know, the train is rolling all night long. We're still going, man.
We're just going around the room. And we're going to talk about some of our favorite memories.
Mm-hmm.
And some of these are from fans as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Blood, take us away, man.
we
I don't
put a
remember
thing
what
up on
happened.
Patreon and had people submit, and so
Yeah.
we picked some of those submissions. And you can go and check out that post. I'll put the link in the description or something, and see what all is there. But we Isla in particular yesterday grabbed a lot of these, and then I'll start off. This is not a clip show, but RF Switch did send in 2 clips, and I'm like, okay, these are
Thank
iconic.
you. Links are always appreciated.
We've got to do these clips. And Jones is going to remember both of these very well because he edited the podcast for
Yes.
many years. So each of these is a minute long. We're going to start
Not
with
having the
Jones's
monitors is
take
so weird.
on Final Fantasy VII.
So Ben, look to the man to your right. Look at that man. He hates Final Fantasy VII with a fiery passion. What is it gonna take to get this guy to be interested in Final Fantasy VII at E3 this year?
Coleman.
Call your camping gear.
No, I mean it. Like what? Like there are many Joneses out there, right? There are many people who like, okay, Final Fantasy, like okay, like it looks exactly how I thought it would. I'm not that into it. How do we get Jones to be interested? What do they show? What do they demo? Do you have an answer, Jones?
I'll tell you. Yeah, actually,
me.
something that would change my idea of. Because what I'm not a humongous fan of is Final Fantasy VII. What I am a huge fan of is marketing campaigns. So if we
I gotta clip that, man.
you know what I'm saying?
I gotta clip that.
The worst thing you've ever said.
That was the worst thing I've ever heard you say.
The worst thing I've ever heard you say.
Brand manager at Maximum.
Shit.
And Ben was
So Ben,
not
look
known
to
for
the
his
man
hyperbole,
to your
dude.
right. Look at that man.
That's true.
Repeated, but
He
yeah.
hates Final Fantasy.
Oh my god.
That is so true.
You still feel that way?
You know what's funny is I was obsessed with that when it finally came out. I haven't played 2, which is a travesty because Amanda's in it.
Rebirth.
But,
Such a beast. Beast of a game.
I know.
100 hours.
That was why.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know.
100 hours, not sugarcoating it. 100 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get around to it.
And now RF also sent in this. It was Ore Wars, I think. On so we'll roll with this.
Sick.
Blood, you gotta make a strong case
Okay.
for a sneezing or coughing.
Sneezing.
Why?
Because sneezing, number one, is kind of bizarre because like your whole body sort of shuts down for a minute, like your heart stops and your eyes have to close, and it just takes over. You can't do much about it. And the other thing that really like fascinates me about sneezing, is most people like when they sneeze. They have like this set number of times that they have to keep sneezing. Like this person, like every time they sneeze 3 times. But this person, every time they sneeze like 4 times, or they sneeze twice. It's just a strange thing.
This seemed rigged. This seemed rigged.
This does seem. I don't know anybody that can go off at the drop of a hat on sneezing like that.
Who knew that he had locked and loaded a sneeze ring?
Yeah. That feels like he's been billing for years.
Okay.
It did seem like it. It did.
And RF added here, and it's funny he mentioned that because I always sneeze 2 or 3 times in succession before my body gives up. Another fun fact was that was the first real time I watched the podcast.
That's
Amazing.
funny.
Yeah.
When I sneeze, I do one big loud one every time.
Two sneezes
I do.
every time.
"Achoo!"
It's fun to wait for the second one because I know it's just gonna be one more and then the done.
Yeah, you know it's coming. Yep.
Like, oh,
Isla, why don't you
TikTok.
get the next one?
God.
Garrett Holfish.
Garrett Hallfish says, while it's a recent addition by comparison, I've loved the addition of Robamiani. Thanks. It was the perfect way to keep someone on remotely. Robamiani feels more connected since he exists as more than just an overlay. Plus, it gives the video podcast a more crafted feel, like something from Mystery Science Theater 3000. I'd love an all-robot podcast special one day.
That's expensive.
That'd be
for
pretty
one
funny.
Like, who's the robot on Pee-wee's Playhouse? What was the
Oh, God.
typewriter face?
That is I'd
like that.
I'd have to ask 5-year-old me on that
Yeah.
one.
I feel like the Robamiani was Isla's idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
I made that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the entire concept.
But I just
of
love being able to look
Robamiani.
over at Damiani.
There he is.
It's amazing.
Yep. There he is.
I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but it's like the right mix of like,
It really was.
I can't believe they built this, and also just like completely shitty.
Completely
Like,
shitty.
it's so shitty.
But also, like, Damiani is still here,
Yeah.
which is so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
I remember somebody was like, I remember some comment and like, so sorry to this person if you're watching or hear this later, but like, I laughed so hard. Somebody in chat one time was like, the shirt was cute at first, but you've had your fun. Now take it seriously. And I was like, what? Like, the
Exit
shirt.
poll.
Look at Robamiani.
Cancel sub. Change the shirt.
What part of any of this looks like it should be taken seriously? Like, I laughed very hard at that, so thank
That
you for that.
is so funny.
Oh my God, we should buy him a little suit.
Yeah, little wardrobe changes for sure.
Actually, oh my God, for SGF.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the
We're
thrift
suiting
store.
up Damiani.
Well,
Oh yeah, he's here. He's here for SGF.
Yeah.
Shit, Game Awards. He's not here for that usually.
The next
Oh,
time
true.
you have a
I'll go to the
fundraiser,
thrift
just have
store.
the costume tiers.
Oh my God.
Just
The thrift stores now, though, they're getting wise. Anything that's good, they're like, we're
Yeah.
going to put this on eBay now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
set up the website with microtransactions so people can purchase outfits
Oh
for
my
specific
God.
episodes.
You
know.
Actually, wait.
Headgear's like $5.
Put the costume
but,
on
like, the whole
Robamiani.
coat.
Yeah. This is actually an amazing
Oh.
idea for fundraising for Easy Allies. Is like people can pay to dress Robamiani. Wait. This
Fashion
is actually a
souls.
really good idea.
Go to the Nintendo store and look for button-up shirts.
I've been
Holy
back for only a couple
shit.
hours and already.
I will say that box that the monitor sits on is bigger than I think it is.
That's
so
a good
like
box.
you gotta get a pretty big
Yeah, pretty
top
wide.
for Robamiani.
That's
For
why
sure.
it's not going to be a cheap
It's not
tier
cheap. It's
for
not
a fundraiser,
cheap.
but
This is
Love
an
it.
amazing
Whoever wrote
idea.
this-
Garrett Holfish.
Garrett,
Yeah.
good old Garrett Holfish.
Oh, yeah.
If you really like, you're gonna have to ask yourself.
Every holiday, dude, like Thanksgiving, little pilgrim outfit, little elf out, Santa Claus outfit. Oh my God.
Can you imagine just like a little bowler hat just on the corner of the TV? You know?
Oh my God. A little fascinator.
The hats are one of the trickier parts, though.
Yeah.
Keeping that hat. from
Actually,
going somewhere.
does chat know the lore behind what I used to keep the hat from falling down? Is that still up in there?
I don't know if it is. I think it fell down.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Chat, for a long time I was using the Prove It ticket to hold the hat up on a
It might be, but I can't
clothespin.
tell.
I think it's a clothespin on
No
top of the
respect.
monitor
No
and the
respect.
Prove It ticket because it was the right width to hold a hat up. So I just chucked it in there.
Yep.
Multifunctioning Prove It ticket.
You do Cubcos.
Yeah, from Cupcos. The live podcasts during E3 were always a riot. From Damiani eating a salad directly into the microphone.
Hell yeah, sounds like
It was shaking.
It was the
shaking.
salad,
Eating.
yeah.
It was shaking. Yeah.
And Damiani, the reason I fully lost my mind during that moment, 100% fully lost it, is because you waited till it was quiet to try to be courteous. You were like waiting out. You're like, okay, no one's talking. I'm gonna be quiet here. But then it somehow became even more insane because it was just dead silent, and then it was just like lost my
handle it.
mind, dude.
Couldn't handle it.
Oh, Huber Warring with noisy crickets outside. Yep, same night. There were just insane crickets. Isla playing the corrections music at blaring sound levels. The chaos of it being live and during E3 week was some of the most fun podcasts you guys have done. And there's a reason I revisit them every year. Shout out to E3. Just a chaotic, incredible celebration.
Yeah.
Special shout out to Kyle's
you had to be
deadpan.
there.
They died during so many segments of Recruit Me. So good. Yeah, E3, I'll forever miss it, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, I think the ultimate live vibe of it all is just unmatched.
It's gone,
so
but we were there.
Different.
We were there. And we did it. We did it well.
We did.
We hit E3 from every angle.
We will forever be
could hit
tied
that
to
show.
E3.
Yeah.
Like forever.
Hubert, this has nothing to do with the podcast, but it is slightly Easy Allies related. Do you remember the bees at my house? Do you remember the beehive that collapsed?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
That I do not remember.
And because only Huber was there.
Oh.
And I'm so glad another human being was there. There was there was a beehive, but it was the kind of thing where I was like, oh, I wonder what those bees wrapped themselves around. Nothing. It was literally just a big mass of bees. And they fell and exploded into just like a
video
Final
game.
Fantasy spell.
Yeah, it's like a
They
video
literally
game.
just flew. And Huber was there, and I was in the house, and you were inside, and it was like a horror movie where I was like, run, and you like
go! It was like Twister, dude. It was like, get out of here.
Like, I don't live there anymore, but like you saw most of my backyard during scattered Easy Allies videos.
Yeah,
over the
bedding
years.
specials. We used
So you
the
just
deal.
imagine the whole space between the garage and the back door of my house, just covered in bees everywhere. You know, they all blot out the sun.
I for sure quoted The Wicker Man.
Just
100%.
when you saying crickets, I just thought bees, and it's the kind of thing where it's like, did I dream it? I'm partially asking you to make sure it actually happened.
Convert 100%.
You know, just so that
100%.
I can continue remembering it, and I'm not
Oh my
inventing
God.
something that a
There is-
cloud of bees.
There was a time I wasn't there for that, but I saw
Like Nick Cage.
here. Nobody was here to see this, I don't think. Nobody but me saw this. But I was walking. I parked in our parking spots behind the office, and there was a sign out front of a store nearby that I passed on the way to come up here, and I was like, "What is that sound?" And like,
no.
why is there a sign here? And I like looked at it walking by. I was like feet away from it, like 2 feet away from it. And I just see this black mass underneath this like A-frame sign. And I was just like, huh, what's that? You know? And I like looked a little closer and it was like, oh God. it was a swarm of bees.
Holy crap.
Just like, I don't know, basketball and a half maybe sized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ball of bees.
My
All bees.
guess was, before you said bees, my guess was Prometheus goo.
Goo, yeah. And so naturally I stuck my hand out to welcome the goo. No. But yeah, and then I was like, I passed a person that worked nearby and they were like, a bee specialist is coming. And I was like, cool, like great. Like, and then when I came back out from the work that day, they were gone.
Just gone.
Yeah.
Didn't Gabby have a spider that lived in her windshield for like 3 years? What happened to that
In
spider?
her mirror, yeah.
The mirror, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Just, there was like a crack in her rear view mirror.
Apparently
right?
another spider lives in there now.
Started Prometheus Huber this afternoon.
Holy shit. For the first time?
Nice. No.
Oh, okay.
Third, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
If I boot up my Disney Plus account right now, it'd be like, do you want to keep watching
Do you want-
Prometheus?
It's a
Deal.
beautifully lit film.
Good score.
Beautifully
For-
lit.
Really good score.
4 hours till Badlands. Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes. Alrighty. From.
Jones.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can I do one of these?
Yep.
I'm doing Colt.
Yep.
Yeah. Colt Smith.
Honestly, too many to count. I have been watching since the GT days and haven't missed an episode. Patron since day one and will be till the wheels fall off, baby. I've watched you all learn and grow. Watched you through success and trial, literally trial. Watched when I was the most depressed I have ever been after my divorce. Watched as I started back at school for a terminal degree. Watched as I fell in love again. Yes. Watched as Isla blossomed into who she always was. Yes. Watched through Huber's roughest patch. Watched as each of the departed allies left to pursue new avenues. Missed them and found joy in what we still have. My twin kids have grown up with you all as the podcast of their lives.
My God.
Wow.
Huber has brought an energy and joy to hosting the podcast that really brings it to the upper echelon of podcasts. The words thank you really don't cover it. Huber hype for life. Isla and Don hit the beach for eternity.
That's a new title for you.
Yeah.
You know, you're giving me. I'm getting lots of ideas this episode.
Yeah, that's good.
Isla and Don hit the beach. End game.
Yeah.
Friend codes all around. The blood moon is always rising. Gabby's a great addition. And so are the little Sophia sightings, and goddammit, love and respect all around.
No.
Yeah. No links to share, no memories, specific memories, just
Just a little love.
positivity all around.
Just a little love. 500.
Which
500 eps.
to plug my Substack, Interviewed Isla. I do one
yeah.
interview a month, and Interviewed Isla about turning pain into art.
Love that.
Turning tough times into creative. Bam! There it is.
Wow. I'm just ready.
There's Huber. Huber on the Substack.
Somebody-
I'll get to you.
Somebody
one of these
linked
days.
this earlier, and I was like, "What if he mentioned?"
But just talked about how, getting that feedback from this community, getting the positivity of like, you made a positive change in my life, Yay.
Love that.
Yay. So cool. I'm stoked to finish the first draft of my novel. That's better. When I finish that first draft of my novel, I'm just going to go to sleep, just be like, God, it's so exhausting. But like getting this feedback is everything. Good
I would
stuff.
like to say, as of October 30th, 2025, Jones and everybody, we are right there. We have their ass. There have been 529 episodes of Law and Order.
Oh.
We are right there. We are Law and Order.
their ass.
Let's go.
Okay, wait. I have
We
a
are
proposal.
right behind them.
I have a proposal for the
We are
month.
right there.
I have a proposal for the month of January. When we're all back in the new year, podcast episode every day.
Dun, dun.
Yes.
We will
We're
catch
gonna
up.
pass
with
them up.
We're gonna pass up Law and Order.
Yes.
We will impression like we've never
We're
impressioned
gonna
before.
get them.
Don't
your
don't
ass.
concern yourself with the 12 spin-offs.
Now I got to come back for 529.
Oh yeah,
So fair, bud.
fair,
So
fair.
fair. But just classic Law and Order.
I was going to say, there's no way that's right.
Whoa.
Okay, that makes more sense. It was just, wow.
That's funny, Tori. Honestly, that seems low. But then, I
does
guess
seem
they're not.
spin-offs.
They're
The
not
25
counting all the
spin-offs.
spin-offs.
Yeah.
What is
We
that,
could
like Supernatural just
never
crush
count.
that?
catch up.
I don't think so.
What about like Next Generation?
Chad, how many
That's
episodes
the-
of Supernatural were there?
don't
Well,
think
Next
so.
Generation was
15 seasons
seven.
of Supernatural.
Last Generation was
Only
7
327.
seasons.
We
327.
destroy
Wow.
Supernatural
Wow. Yeah,
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next Generation was 7 seasons. And it was like 50 episodes per season. So
Yeah.
327.
It's a lot.
Very, very strict Supernatural format, that show.
178. Star Trek: The Next Generation.
boom.
We got them.
Suck it, Picard.
We got them all. The
Easily
elusive
best
white
captain.
whale of Law and Order is what we're hunting. Hunt it down.
529 is a number that's now stuck.
I mean, they're gonna put out new episodes still. Got it.
of the OG?
Oh yeah.
That's the one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude, my dad still watches it. He's crazy. He's like, yo, I've been watching Law and Order Mob Crime Unit or whatever it is. He's like, hey, man, Stabler. I'm like,
Yeah, he came back.
I haven't heard about Stabler in 10 years, Dad. I don't know what you're on about, dude. Like,
Criminal Intent, is that the new one? Is that what it's called? Yeah.
I think so.
Wow.
It's been fascinating to watch the growing chronicle of 911 just from the billboards around
my
LA for that show.
God.
Because like that show started by the billboards. Seems
Yeah.
like it started pretty normal. Where it's just like firefighters, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I saw a billboard for like the bees are coming.
Right.
And I was like,
Speaking of
oh,
bees.
the bee apocalypse.
You I know.
911
Okay.
prehistoric age.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like, what?
now the billboards out right now are fucking in space. It's 911, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's like an astronaut
way.
falling off a space station.
No way.
And they've had like a
gotta
tornado earthquake or something. Like they went full
You're serious?
crazy.
They're in space now? You're
Yeah.
serious? Oh my God.
Who's calling 911?
I mean,
the
according to the
Sharknado
billboards,
of
we don't
emergency
know.
dramas.
Insanity.
I love
Somebody's
that.
got to do it.
Who's reading this one?
I'll do
bud?
this one.
Sick.
From Felipe Fonseca. I have been with you guys since GT. Then, of course, I followed you here with Easy Allies. I just checked my emails and I found my first Patreon receipt from here. March 21st, 2016.
Day one, baby.
Sick.
I was here since day one and never left. You are a part of my life, and I love you all. My best friend who works in the industry once recorded a message from Brandon to me, and it was lovely. calling me to go to E3, quote, next year. E3 is no more, but you are. I listened to Brandon's audiobook. I listened to Isla's music. I'm becoming a baseball fan.
Nice.
Influenced by Huber.
You don't even need to like the Dodgers, just the sport of baseball in general. Yes.
I eat my vegetables. I was part of the judgment of Kyle Bossman. I laugh and think and cry and begin playing chess. And hate Pokemon and love Pokemon.
Oh, that's good.
And play video games and celebrate life and games with you every week.
Wow.
I wish you all came to Brazil and we could talk for hours.
Yeah.
Here's my invite. My house is yours. I have pictures of me watching you guys, moments of joy, even moments with beloved ones that are not here anymore. Love and respect, my Easy A friends. To 500 more episodes and 10 more years, I'll be right here with
Just
you.
showing up on the doorstep, putting it to the test.
Seriously.
Just show up in Brazil.
Let me in.
I was very close to
let us
doing the Brazil Gamescom last year, and I wasn't.
Yeah.
They invited me for a trip out there, and I was like, I don't know what 6 months from now looks like in terms of schedule, so I didn't want to commit. But maybe next year, we'll see.
Sick.
We'll
Who's
see.
from Brazil? Is it Baraka? Brazil. What's the Street Fighter? When you say all the country names when you go to them.
Well, Baraka's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Blanca.
Blanca,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Blanca.
When people
You know
say
what?
the wrong name, then it puts the right name completely out of my head.
Yeah, I'm always like, I can't remember because you can't remember.
Right.
I did get a little exclamation point in my head where it's like, I think you got that wrong. And I'm like, well, I'm in good company. I think if it's not
we
Baraka.
got you.
Yeah, Baraka's the claw guy, right? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hubert, do this one.
Gino A. Escalante. I've been loving Huber's energy on the podcast. His antics, along with Isla, can sometimes derail the conversation, and I am here for it.
Yeah.
Artax!
Artat!
It all comes together when Bloodworth pulls everyone back to the subject. The game jam where Kyle had people write in suggestions for a video game, then those games actually
that
got
was so
made.
cool.
Yeah, unreal.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, really, yeah.
10 out of 10. Also, the differentiation between a 10 out of 10 and 10 out of 10. Also, while we are at it, might as well shout out to 55. Jesus. So good. I've loved trying to keep up with Huber's constant claims of his favorite whatevers. Yeah, same. I'm right there with you. That is one passionate man. I love listening to Damiani speak.
Speak, dummy.
There it is. Okay.
I've never had anyone say that before. Sorry. That threw me. That confused me.
Love hearing you speak, Damiani.
I love that you say so many things are your favorite things in the world, Huber. That like there are just like micro inflections
It is.
in like your tone and your volume and your
just like-
body language that I can tell. Oh, okay.
It is really
I
10
can-
out of 10 and 10
the
out
last,
of 10.
Right, yeah, the last thing he
Yeah.
said, this is a little bit more than that. Or based on his previous Terminator comments, this actually, I think.
Speaking of delays, delayed again. Terminator
Terminator got
2D.
delayed.
No fate.
I'm not even sure if Jones knows about that game.
No, the side scroller. Yeah.
Okay.
No. What?
Yes.
How
Yes,
is
yes.
that? And I'm not even saying
Because
it's going to be good. 'cause
it
who
had to do
knows?
with the physical edition.
It could be super weird.
Yeah.
But
It's going to be so sick.
talking about there's no way that's not a passion project. There's
Right.
no way that every single person on that
Right?
team
is not
just like,
obsessed.
you
There's
know,
no
it's not
way
like-
the director of that game doesn't wake up every morning saying no fate but what we make. Like, every day.
just nuts. It's one of those things like Batman Arkham where you're like, can we just do this with every single comic book character ever? You know, you see that game and it's like, can we do this with every 90s action film? Can we have a Lethal Weapon of this? Can we please have a, Big Trouble in Little China of this? Please?
Yeah.
Please?
Love listening to Damiani speak. That man is an expert in his field and has fantastic insight and points to make whenever he has the mic. I really appreciate his take on all things video games, and it's something I take to heart. Same, Damiani. Your words have weight, Damiani. For real. When you have a take on a game, it is weightful.
I will say this, sold game trailers to Viacom, go to work at MTV Networks in the MTV building with all of these like next to Nickelodeon and all this stuff, like totally feeling like hot shit. And then Shane Satterfield starts to bring in people. I meet these two guys and I'm like, oh, okay.
Here we go.
okay. Like I'm an okay video producer. I'm like doing more VO stuff. I feel confident with that. But the whole like game journalism thing, I was like, oh, I didn't go to school for this. It's like, oh, okay. Like
You're like, whoa,
here. Yeah. You talked about being a baby in the corner. That was
Yeah.
me when these guys were writing for like, websites
Just
and
sit in the
magazines.
corner.
And I was like, okay.
Yep.
I got a lot to learn.
Love this comment. I have heard all 500 episodes.
Damn.
And hope to hear another 500 more. You guys are a warm blanket that brightens up my days whenever I listen, and it's the absolute best way to keep on top of a hobby that life doesn't leave me much time for. Thank you, EZA.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know about
doubt.
500 more, definitely 30 more at least.
We're gonna get
39.
Law and
We
Order.
gotta
Definitely
catch-
3-0.
We will not rest until Law and Order is done, dude. We'll take them down.
I let you get this one.
From Joseph Caruso. It's so hard to pick a singular Easy Allies podcast memory since I've been watching since the GT days, but I'll have a go with the time Bloodworth seemingly out of nowhere said, "'Cause I'm a cowboy." But it turns out he was singing the chorus of Bon Jovi's Wanted Dead or Alive to begin the Or Wars segment. Everyone was startled, but my favorite reaction was Isla's saying, "I thought Blood finally lost his mind." I remember that. I was just like, what?
Oh my God.
And it's so hard too because like I'm giving you the rundown,
Right.
so to like do something to actually surprise somebody is difficult.
Yeah.
So funny.
Jones.
Is there like a trilogy of Bon Jovi Western songs, or is it just those two? Is it just Wanted Dead or Alive and
I am
Blaze of
not the
Glory?
Bon Jovi
What,
expert.
he was
Jones. I do
involved in
not
Young
know.
Guns or something too, right?
I'll say Blaze of Glory. That was.
Silverado? No.
I don't think he was in
wonder.
Silverado.
I
No.
wonder if there's a third.
I
Because Living on a Prayer got a sequel.
Yeah.
It's My Life references the couple from Living on a Prayer. Yeah, look it up. Look it up.
I've mentioned this before, but my job in Chicago out of college, editing videos for these insane people in the Board of Trade, they claimed to know Bon Jovi and said we could just use his music in our videos.
Ha.
And so we just used Bon Jovi in all of our videos. And like everyone in the video department, we were all like, I'm pretty confident we can't be doing this, but like,
Yeah.
okay. It's
Yeah.
like, sure thing, guys.
That was the game trailer's way of using music. We were just waiting for that cease and desist, and we never got it. Just using all sorts, doing the Star Wars retrospective, and just having my way
that's
with
the thing
all of
that's
those
impossible
soundtracks.
now, right?
Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's
Bon Jovi is in Young Guns 2, apparently. And U571.
Tom Cruise in
Damn.
Young Guns 1.
Oh, Young Guns too. So I was
Young
right
Guns
about
2.
that.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
insane, dude. That's insane.
Because I remember, like, I have some weird, vague memory
him as a cowboy.
of that being like
Yeah.
on TV when I was like at a babysitter's house or something. Yeah.
You want scars? I have my scars. Brandon K. Gann. I have a love and respect submission focused on this episode I've been sitting on for a while, so to keep this podcast memory only focused with more broad EZA memories next March. My personal favorite memory of the podcast is more conceptual than a specific moment. From four guys sitting in wooden fold-out chairs huddled around a small circular stand holding a single Yeti microphone inside one of the aforementioned guys' garages, kicking things off by discussing the PlayStation 4K.
Wow.
Which would later become known as the PS4 Pro, to evolving to getting more comfortable furniture, various allies and guests, and better equipment, and now being a fully fledged, dedicated studio space with its own dedicated podcast room and adjoining control room, from pre-taped to being broadcast live, from basic thumbnails to having pictures, still shots, to back again, and now being a collage of sorts, from various opening bits, bets, and best pals discussing what's new, what's news, and what they've been playing. My favorite memory of the Easy Allies podcast is the foundational concept that has its own dedicated Patreon dedicated section. The Easy Allies podcast has been, is, and always will be friends talking about video games with love and respect. Congratulations to all the allies and past and present for hitting the remarkable 500 milestone. And here's to 30 more. No, 500 more.
30 more.
500. 5. Joseph LaRussa, want me to hit it up?
Sure,
bud?
sure.
I figure episode 500 is a good time for my first write into the podcast after listening since episode 1.
Nice.
Welcome.
I think my favorite EZA memory has got to be the series with Kyle and Brandon playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pander. Pokemon
I
pander.
rewatched my master cut of Silver Squad, which was our Pokemon Silver thing a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And that was delightful.
Have you been playing?
No, I haven't played Pokemon in a
Arceus?
very long time. No.
What is it? Not Arceus.
ZA.
See,
was
look
the
at
new
me.
one, yeah.
Good God, I called it Arceus.
Looks
I'm
cool.
so out of it, dude. I'm so out of it.
They're gets more open world fun every installment, so it's
Yeah.
tempting. But
It's good.
Yeah.
Brandon plays Pokemon, Brandon's son, Kyle Moon, and of course, Silver Squad. Top tier content, hilarious and classic moments, like Brandon wondering what war Lieutenant Surge fought in, capturing the shiny Rattata, or Brandon learning you go back
Nailed
through
it.
Kanto after Johto.
Yeah.
I love those shows so much.
That was the subterfuge because Bossman knew I didn't know.
You gotta withhold
that
it. Well done, Bossman.
that Red and Blue was in Silver.
Well done.
And so we would talk about stuff we were going to do because we broke for Christmas. And then we came back and we talked. I had a conversation. Oh, in January, let's do this. And then we'll be doing that. And he would nod. Like, yeah, we'll do that.
cool,
We'll do
cool,
that.
cool. Waiting.
So when I was like, wait, what? Are we going to play? And he's like, oh, yeah, we're coming back. And I'm like, but all the things. He's like, we're not doing any of that. We're going to be playing Silver Squad. I'm like, God damn it. He's got a poker face
Obsessed
the
with
whole
that.
time. Just
love that.
Yeah.
Special shout out to Tabletop Escapades. Finally, I'll be forever grateful to Huber for his insistence on both Yakuza, working on platinuming all mainline games, and Ellis Island Casino in Vegas. Went there with my now fiance last March. We loved it. Love and respect, allies. Yo. Ellis Island shout out on the Easy Allies 500 podcast. This is a dream.
Feels right.
This is a fucking dream, Joseph. Love and respect. Unbelievable. Ellis Island, the best kept secret in Las Vegas. Look, Vegas has priced us all out. The room
I'm
rates,
sure, yeah.
the room rates, the food rates, the drink rates, the gambling rates, they are out of control.
I still seem to get a decent enough room if I go to Camelot, but the food is crazy.
Everything's crazy blood. The only place you could even hope to gamble at all is Ellis Island. They got $5 tables, nice and chill. It's the only place. You go anywhere else, 15, 20, 25 even. It's insane.
You heard it here.
Proudly not sponsored by Ellis Island. I wish we were.
Damiani, I'm gonna shoot these two over to you. Can you get those? Just send them over.
Can you send me them
In Slack.
Yeah.
I don't-
Slack it
I
to me,
don't
slack
see
it to me.
them.
Maybe Slack's being slow. Oh, Slack's being
Slack.
slow. Come on.
Come on, Slack.
Well, let's get Isla and Frankie, and then maybe Slack will
Okay.
update.
Frankie, the first time Kyle sang an intro for Ore Wars had me cackling and becomes something I look forward to every year, especially with the new hosts and their takes. Also, dispatch!
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I don't always like things to do right now.
Dispatch.
What if I email it to Damiani? Will that get there quick
That's
enough?
extreme.
I sent it to him. I had him in Damiani or in Slack.
See something from
I DM'd
Isla.
you.
Yes.
Did you get it?
Nice.
Yes, I got it from Isla.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's that Wi-Fi.
That's a good one, Damiani.
All right. From Oliver Leland. Let me put this up to my eye line. Sorry.
Final Fantasy.
There we go. EZA has been a warm blanket for me and my partner for years. I still regularly visit Huber's E3 Yakuza 0 experience and the Bombshell 2015 FF7 Remake Shenmue 3 reveal.
And Last
That-
Guardian.
Yep.
Yes, the trifecta.
I was in the freeway, man.
The
Watching on my
energy
phone.
and the joy that this crew radiates has helped keep me sane through what hasn't felt like a very sane decade. If I had to pick one moment that shines above all others, at least for me, it's Don's absolute conviction that the best chefs in town flip their pizzas.
What's insane is Don was so convicted, or like so convinced about this, and his conviction was so strong that I really thought really long and hard about it is like, don't they flip the pizzas?
You were like, what constitutes a flip?
Like, don't they flip them? I could swear they flip their pizzas.
It's not total insanity. You
Yeah,
have those,
yeah, they
those brief
flip 'em.
moments where you're like, wait, I can kind of picture
I can
it.
see it. I can see
Yeah.
them flipping it.
I can
Yeah.
see all the toppings going all over the kitchen every time.
And then you say that, and I'm like, oh, of course, obviously.
Well, but originally it wasn't even flipping in the air. It was they flip it
On the
to
oven.
cook the toppings against the bottom of the oven.
Right.
That's what it was originally. I
Which would
think.
then be covered in cheese.
So it's.
It makes no sense.
I'm sure someone somewhere has done it, and it actually sounds like it could give the pizza a delicious kind of a burnt flavor.
It's called a calzone.
It's called a calzone. Yeah.
Holy crap. Flipping a pizza.
You wouldn't flip a car.
Jones, get this one.
Yep.
Kozlowski.
One of Mr. Daniel Kozlowski. One of my favorite memories is when I asked my first love and respect question, and it actually appeared in the podcast. It was after a Game Awards, and I asked, just who is Jeff Keighley? And also asked how you guys know him. The question, and probably how Kyle delivered it, made everyone laugh and briefly wonder if it was a real question. Well, it was. And it was a great answer and great moment that will always stick with me. Thanks for all the fun times, Dan.
I love it.
Who is
I have-
Jeff Keighley?
I mean, it's a good question because other than being a presenter on the Game
Yeah.
Awards, you're just like, where is this guy the rest of the year,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
I have
also,
really
like-
passionate.
Yeah.
I have
But I was
really good
reminiscing
passionate
with
takes.
Isla that showed Haunted Mansion Muppets to Milo. He loved it.
Oh.
And I liked
Oh.
it because of Keighley. I know someone and have worked with someone who was in a Muppet film. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also funny because Keighley he's knowable and unknowable.
Yeah.
So it's like I've known him for years, but at the same time I'm like, he's a mystery to me.
Yeah, I
Like,
really don't
yeah.
know him.
Yeah, he remembers everybody.
Yep.
It's
And he remembers
amazing.
like moments from everyone too. He'll,
Yeah.
you know, anytime you see him, he'll be like, "Oh, tell me about that thing that you talked about 10 months ago for 1 second."
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Hey, tell me about it."
Rolodex brain.
Yeah.
See somebody. And I'm like, oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
we were in the like, I mean, tra-la-la. We were in the VIP thing after Gamescom opening night live
Right.
2024, and walked up to Keighley, and he was just like, Isla, Sophia, you know, and I was like,
Yeah.
he remembers Sophia, like,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Love it.
I love it. I love it. I've very passionate takes about Jeff Keighley because it's one of those people that's like super popular and super important in the industry, but like there are so many takes about this person that nobody has ever met, nobody
Right.
really knows. So it is really interesting seeing that,
Yeah.
but also having a connection to him and just like
Yeah.
you know, kind of parsing the noise and the hate and the takes and and there's love
like he's
also.
the president of the game industry
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It-
it's really interesting.
It's like having been doing all sorts of stuff in entertainment, it's really interesting knowing, I know way more actors than hosts. And it's interesting seeing actors like, you know, the Oscars every year when they come out and like try to read the prompter and like do a bit, like they all suck. Like they're so bad at it. And they're like these, like Daniel Day-Lewis just blowing it, you know? Like these are like some of those talented, amazing people just disappear into roles, have such a craft, and they just suck at being hosts. And then you have people that I've met that are hosts and you're like, oh, you were born to do this. And he's just one of those guys that like, that's just how he functions.
Yeah.
He doesn't like take it off when he goes off cam. Like he's just always ready to go. You could just
Host
at any moment, boom, put a camera on him and be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
We're here at this, you know, bus stop. And we're, you know,
Fully
we
ready.
just would roll right in.
All right, Hubert, take us out on this one.
From Nick Savak. Congrats on 500 episodes. That's a huge milestone and something to be proud of. Really,
Absolutely.
Really, really, really. Been thinking about it all day. It's just a huge moment. One of my favorite podcast memories is a bit tricky to find, but I quote it all the time. If memory serves, it's from an unlisted episode.
In the
Were-
dark web.
Yeah, whoa. Unlisted. Where you guys were having some power issues that were causing the gear to malfunction. What's important is you were going over announcements from a recent Nintendo Direct. Kyle transitioned off the previous game by saying, quote, Doom 64 launching November 22nd. And Huber very emphatically shouted, booyah, as the
That's right. That's right. Yeah. No,
power-
totally remember that. Yeah.
as the power
Scary in the moment.
booyah, because as the power completely cut out and the recording ended. So funny.
Because, like, preceding that, we had made multiple jokes over weeks and months of producing content about how your energy, like, literally shuts systems
Shuts
down.
the power
literally,
down.
like,
Booyah!
raises the temperature in the room 8 degrees. You know, like, you have a power. It's your X-Men ability to just
Oh, I
radiate
wish.
intensity
we still get
about things that
comments.
you love. And so it was too much for it to handle. It was so funny.
We still get comments on like recent, like current videos where people are like, they think Huber's like putting
am I on?
putting on airs. Well, they think
Yeah.
you're like faking your enthusiasm.
Right.
And like I wish I could reach out into the comments and just be like, no, this guy's just nuts.
Yeah.
He's just
Truly the first,
a maniac.
my first foray into like mental issues with social media, you know, because it's so intense. We've
Yeah.
all been
Oh,
there.
for sure.
We all have really intense, you know, social media takes and issues and whatnot. Was one of the couple, like, the first things were like, who is this guy pretending to be so hyped? And that like really hurt. I was like, no, I love it.
How do you convince them to be more intense?
Yeah, so it's like, that was like the first like struggle with it, where it's like, oh no, like no, but
Don't let them extinguish your light
Yeah.
under a bushel
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, I should have a moment of the podcast, like a quiet moment with Michael Huber. Just tone it down just for.
And then it's just an
2 minutes.
impossible setting.
I'm very quiet in public.
You just can't do it.
When I'm on my own in public, I like talk in very hushed tones.
To yourself?
Yeah, yeah. Just when when I'm with the family or whatever, and just
We're
out to eat
Gabby
at
and I
a
are
movie.
questioning
None of
the
us do
veracity
that.
of this.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
When
yeah.
I'm at a movie, quiet in the corner, like, yeah. There are a lot more
Gabby
memories.
says she had to ask you to speak quieter today in public.
I get hyped with Gabby for sure. There are a lot more memories than we could include today, but the Patreon post has been unlocked now. So go ahead and check out the rest of these comments and feel free to leave some additional memories of your own. Love it. Thank you, everybody,
Thank
for
you,
submitting.
everybody.
Thank you,
I should pin
everyone,
that too. Let me do that
ever
real
Such
who
good
has
vibes.
even tuned in for 1 minute to a podcast, to a video, to a stream, which we do all the
Oh,
time.
I'm logged out. Okay. Wait.
Anyone who's ever even been a part of this for this long,
Yeah.
love and respect.
I don't know if this was intentional, but I love like how bare bones the very first podcast was, almost to kind of show off how different podcast 2 was. You know, we just
Oh,
like
yeah,
go
yeah.
live
Oh, yeah.
and waggle our eyebrows, like, look at the microphone, look at everything we bought.
yeah.
That was such an insane, like, week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we broke Patreon when we
Yeah.
launched.
Well, remember, like, Spreadshirt was like, what's happening right
Yeah,
now?
yeah. It felt good, dude.
Yeah, it was fun.
A moment.
All right. I think we got a special.
Oh, okay.
Is it time?
It's time for that video.
Is it time for a special video? Let's go. Let's go. There he is.
Unmute. Yeah.
Well, things happen in stages, guys. You
Yes.
No, I'm just
Love this.
All right.
What a schlub.
What a schlub. All right. Here it is. No introduction needed. Truly.
Dark Prince of Nerd Media. Hey, Easy Eyes Podcast. Kyle Bossman here, the Dark Prince of Nerd Media. If you didn't know, beginner host of the Easy Eyes Podcast, just here to wish you a happy 500 episodes. That's incredible. Celebrate that fact. I didn't have like a particular like favorite memory, but here's like one that I like a lot. Is this weird lineage of doing a bad song for every 100 episodes. So what happened was this actually goes back to GameTrailers.com, which was a website you would go to watch videos of video game trailers other than before YouTube. It's how Brandon Jones made his riches, was selling this website to Viacom. It's the reason any of this is even happening. Anyway, Game Trailers had a podcast called Invisible Walls. And when Invisible Walls hit, I think it was maybe 200, it was 100 or 200, they were celebrating another 100 episodes. They made a rap. And I work in the office at this time. I'm watching the rap, and I think it's truly abysmal. You kind of get the impression that the podcasters doing their celebratory rap think they're doing something maybe cool and good, which just makes it worse and better. And it's just one of those things that I watch with eyes wide open and like admire in its audacity and terribleness. So when the Easy Allies podcast many years later reached its own 100th episode, I knew it's like, I got to do something like that. So, I did like a bad rap for the 100th episode. And then again, it's 200 episodes, probably a worse rap than even the one before that. Right. And so it's like honoring the tradition of invisible walls. And I figured that was probably it when I stopped hosting the podcast. And then I was so relieved to see that on the 300th episode of the Easy Allies podcast, host Brandon Jones had written and performed the most obnoxious possible circusy dad rap you could ever imagine. And it was like,
full circle.
It's in good hands. You know what I mean? You just felt like Brandon Jones put his all into that. The show's in good hands. Now, episode 400, I'm there. Brandon Jones is there. No Daniel Bloodworth. Huber was hosting it.
Okay.
We just happened to be in town for the Game Awards. I don't believe there was a song. I am crossing my fingers like crazy right now that Michael Huber, for some reason, was like looking up at the moon and said, oh yeah, a 500th episode needs a terrible, dumb, bad song. It wouldn't be right otherwise, right? There's a whole historical lineage of centennial podcast episodes having a bad song. Now, obviously, like I don't want to pressure him, but maybe like if he hasn't performed one at this point, now would be the time to maybe like nudge him into improvising something musical for all of us. Just a suggestion. Anyway, appreciate you all. Happy 500 episodes, and see you soon in December.
Damn you, Kyle.
Love that guy.
Yep. Maybe at the end. We'll see.
Oh boy.
We got something. Maybe.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
does he?
Maybe.
I don't even know if
Yeah,
he
we'll
does.
see. Stay tuned. But Kyle, thank you for that.
Thank you,
That's
Kyle.
awesome. Thank you so much. Kyle, we love you. Host of this podcast for quite a long time. So many episodes. And
Bringing podcasts back because there's a dark zone where like Invisible Walls had ended, and we
Yeah.
had this like kind of like one-up show style thing called
Yeah.
Thanks for Playing or whatever.
Right.
Thank you for
Yeah.
playing. I don't remember which
Thanks for
version.
playing.
Yeah. And then Kyle was like, "We need a podcast again."
yeah. Love it.
I think I'm having a vague memory. I think I edited the video for that rap, the GT, the Invisible Walls rap. I remember seeing dealing with footage from it of Ryan
Right.
Stevens saying that we beat Bloodborne pre-patch because they made it easier.
Pre-patch.
and
Why
the
does that
loading
sound so
faster.
familiar?
Yeah, he was like pre-patch like that. I remember that.
But that would have been. That doesn't make sense because Ryan wasn't around when Bloodborne came out. So that would have been a
Or maybe it's
different
Dark
rap.
Souls. Or
Maybe.
Demon Souls? Maybe he's talking about demons. No, it's Dark Souls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense because Dark Souls patch was crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking to the troll that is Kyle Bossman, by the way, if this entire situation was reversed and we asked him to have a rap ready, he would be like, "No,
Yeah.
that just sounds like Kyle."
Oh no. we
Calling you
found
out,
it.
Bossman.
let's
Calling
do
you
it
out.
too.
Here it is.
He'd be like, "Nah."
My name is Shane, not going down in flames. If the show seems
God.
lame, I'm the one to blame. I've been yapping in your ear and it's become clear.
I did edit this.
Won't you talk like I have no
I remember
fear.
hating it.
To the dedicated fans, I give much respect. And going on the hook is how we connect. With all the entertainment you could select. You count on us to go keep it correct. Word 'em up, now we about to show show you how we do. Thanks to you, the IW crew. Without your eyes and ears, we got nothing
How the
to
fuck
do.
long is this?
3 minutes.
We don't have to do the whole
Now,
thing.
time to get into one eye.
You know it exists.
I want.
hard to
Here we
find
go.
it.
Represent. Only need one eye to pay the rent. You gotta know, I love Dark Souls.
My man.
There it is.
More times than the Pope's got toes. That's 11 times. Pre-patch. My health was like dorm room PVR, DVD VCR combo. Tiny.
Playing the arcade machine for their
So
good.
Anyway,
shout out
fucking
Ryan
terrible.
Stevens, dude. Ryan Stevens cared about us lowly
Ryan
interns, bro. 10 out of 10. Big shout out to Ryan Stevens on Game Trailers. Was so encouraging, was so helpful to all the interns. Just like, do you want to do this? Like, do you want to try this to learn about this and do this? Like, good fucking man, dude. Ryan Stevens. Big 10 out of 10 shout out. Love him. All right, we got more to come. But if you've been enjoying this 500th episode of the Easy Allies podcast, please take a moment to like, subscribe, ring that bell on YouTube. It helps us, helps you stay connected. And if you want to really get in there, you can check out patreon.com/easyallies. And we're also always streaming on twitch.tv/easyallies. So tuning in, helping us out, any of those places, super duper awesome. And now, a word from our sponsors.
When we're young, we dream of being all kinds of things like race car drivers, astronauts, paleontologists, tornado chasers, successful fantasy characters from like Lord of the Rings or whatever. But as you get older, your dreams change and you focus less on running the world and more on running maybe your own business, using skills and ideas that you have in real life. So, how do you start your own kind of a business? You're going to need a website, a payment system, a logo, a way to advertise to new customers. It's overwhelming and it's confusing. But thankfully, this is where today's sponsor, Shopify, comes in. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the United States, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. But what if you can't design a website? Shopify has got you from the get-go with beautiful, ready-to-go templates to match your brand's style. And if you ever need a hand, you can get help with everyday tasks like enhancing product images, writing product descriptions, or generating discount codes with Shopify's AI tools created for commerce. And if people haven't heard about your brand, Shopify can help you find your customers with easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. And if you ever get stuck, Shopify's always around to share their advice with their award-winning 24/7 customer support. Turn those dreams into... Oh my God. Her phone chimed right at the second that I did that. That's so funny. No, that was great. Keep that in. Okay. Turn those dreams into... and give them the best shot at success with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/allies. Go to shopify.com/allies. Once again, shopify.com/allies.
And if you are a patron of Easy Allies, thank you, love and respect.
Now it's time, baby.
Now it's time. Now
Now
it's
it's
time.
time,
Now
baby.
it's time. Now it's time. It is
Go,
time.
gamers. There's always time.
Oh, I see
It
what's coming up.
is time to talk about the game that I didn't think was the real deal, that is taking the internet by storm. Arc Raiders.
What is up with this game, dude?
What is up with this?
I'm
What
level
is up with this game?
15. I've been playing it for like, I don't know, so much.
What is
Just walking
up
through
with this?
cactus over here? What's
I
happening?
was looking for prickly pears for my
Yeah.
chicken blood.
Oh.
You should get damage here from those cactus.
Well, we were
Patch it in.
discussing this. We were discussing this in the stream that they probably defanged them all like at like restaurants in LA. Because you can't see any of the stickers on them. So I think
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
went through and took them all off.
Okay.
Crazy.
Perhaps a robot.
Crazy. But Arc Raiders is finally here. It was hugely promoted during the summer. gained a lot of eyes, a lot of hype, and now it is actually out. I believe it's $30, $40 game, $40 game, and it is a PvPvE extraction shooter.
I'd say PvEVP.
Sure.
In that order.
Yeah, good call.
Okay.
Good call, Isla. You've been playing quite a bit more than me. Take us away, Arc Raiders.
Yeah, dude, like I bought this game because I, kind of dig the aesthetic. I really like the sort of like NASA design document energy
Concord
that the
mixed
logo
with
has.
Mad Max.
Yeah. In a compliment. But
Yes.
yeah, so starting at the beginning, if you don't know what Arc Raiders is, it is a sort of, I've heard it described as like a casual extraction shooter. I've heard someone else call it an extraction shooter for grown-ups. Meaning, I think, because people have jobs or whatever, not that people are mature, but who knows. But like, yeah, it's an extraction shooter, which, or my internet connection is unstable, was that deal? Means that you go on runs, and anything you bring in with you and anything you find, if you die, you lose it. It's gone. But if you make it out back to your home base, which in this game is called Speranza, it's an underground city. It's where the party will be if we beat the machines. Thank you, Damiani. And above ground, you can only be out for like 29 minutes max, or the robots get wise and nuke you. But yeah, there are a bunch of robits around. There are flying ones, walking ones, some as big as your head, and it's a lot of fun.
They're always intense.
The robot threat is like
real.
It's threatening enough that I think, and this is my favorite element of this game that really has surprised me, is like almost every interaction I have with people is positive. People,
positive.
at least
nice.
still, like people will say like, "Hey, don't shoot!" Like, "Hey, friendly," and I think I've been ganked, 4 or 5 times, and I've been playing this game a lot.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of runs. I'm level 15 out of I think 20. I don't know if it keeps going above 20, but 20 is when you can when you qualify for the Raider expedition, which is sort of like your account reset, pseudo prestige kind of thing. Yeah, so generally it seems like the focus is more on cooperation, exploration, and survival, and fighting the robots than sweaty PvP. In fact, like most of the discourse that I'm hearing is that people are sort of like not, at least in the videos I've seen, are like not thrilled at the PvP focused kind of people, and would rather have like kind of a nice time. Like in this part of the stream right here, I streamed this.
But that's
not
what makes it.
not 3 hours ago. Well, dude, the PvP,
It makes everything. It's why this game is so special.
because you need the delicious threat.
Yes,
of
it is
losing
a
everything.
threat, dude. You see another person and you are fucking nervous.
Yeah. And that I think is the important thing, because it's like to me right now the balance of this game is they kind of nailed it. Like, and obviously they've had a lot of, paid or unpaid people playing play tests and beta tests and all this kind of stuff.
It's my joke, Chad. It's my joke.
I mean, it's true. This game
but it is also true.
did pay a lot of influencers and
Big
streamers
influencers
to play it and to make videos about it. Like even a lot of the videos I was watching this week where I was trying to be like, hey, where do I get prickly pears? People would be like, I am paid to do this, but I actually like this game, and whatever. But like sometimes that's bullshit, and sometimes you're paid by an actually good game.
Yeah.
And like when possible, like we've had a few gaming sponsorships, and like when possible, we try to like look into them first and be like, is this something that we can actually like convincingly be positive about? Because if it's not, I'm probably not going to say yes to that deal,
Yeah.
But anyway, this game, it's really fun. The guns are really fun. There's like a good mod system for the guns. You can add little components onto the guns, like to increase stability. For example, like you can see in this footage right now that my arpeggio has 4 things in it. I do believe I lose this gun later in this stream, spoiler alert, but every time I kit up a gun, I know I'm going to lose it eventually. So, but it's all about the search for more loot and the search for number go up. And the pace of this game, of the progression, I think, is very good. It's very satisfying. You go back to base and you have lots of like workshop benches and stuff that you can improve. You can level them up and then you can build more stuff, get access to better gear, and like you have to get specific things out on the quests or out on the missions to do that, right? So like they will incentivize you not only to search for specific things, like the number of times that Sophia will be like, I need rusted tools, and then me and Jack, because that's our 3-stack that we've been playing with, will both be like, we all need rusted tools. Like, and then like, so that's the thing you search for, and then other things are like, okay, I need a wasp driver, so I need to make sure I kill this specific kind of enemy. They did a really good job of balancing that stuff out to incentivize you to engage with the various elements of the game. I think, and the sound design is incredible. Directional sound headphones are a big strength in this. Hearing other people, hearing other robots, hearing all this stuff. I think that the environment design is very good. This game is beautiful. Surprisingly, here's when I run into another person.
I mean, when we first started playing this, because I hadn't really seen a lot of the game yet. I'd just been hearing people talk about it. I got the vibes of like PUBG with graphics.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's an unhinged IGN, like I don't know if it's a preview or what, where it was like written by someone in a real bad mood or something, but they were just like, the graphics are serviceable. It looks like Fortnite if they put a DayZ filter over it. And I was like, what map did they make you play at a preview? Because this game is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, preview stuff changes. Like, I don't want to salt this thing too hard. But, like, at the same time, it's just like, this game is beautiful. Like, Blue Ridge is just, it's one of the more dangerous maps, but it's also just gorgeous.
So nice. Yeah, I got to the sand area.
This is Buried City, right,
so
where
cool.
we're playing right now. Oh, so you've only unlocked Buried City?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
the
okay.
sand one.
Yeah, that's the second level.
Yeah.
So immediately, some of my favorite stories, and I think the strength of this game is the proximity chat. I think it is fucking brilliant. This is not something I traditionally engage with in games, but I think it is kind of the, like, one of the most magical elements of Arc Raiders so far. So there are really, really good emotes where your character talks. So it'll be like, don't shoot, whatever. That's cool. You run up, everyone's like, don't shoot, team up, cool. I turned on proximity chat last night, and I had 2 of the most incredible encounters. I have already received 3 friend requests from these people. Wow. This community is incredible. I hear gunshots. I hear, like, breaking in or whatever. I'm creeping around.
Breaching.
They hear me. All of a sudden, I hear, hey, don't shoot. I'm here, dude. Do not shoot me, please. Do not shoot. I am out here. And I'm like, bro, me too. I've got no quarrel. Do not shoot me. Everything is fine. I promise. I'm like, dude, I promise I'm not even lying, and I'm gonna shoot you in the back. I swear, dude, I've got nothing. He's like, all right, bro, it's chill. And I'm like, do you have any wires or batteries? He goes, dude, I've got wires and batteries for days. What do you need, man? What do you need? I'm like, man, I've been hunting these wires and batteries.
Dude, the wires and batteries quest I was stuck on for a minute. And then immediately I found like 40 of each after getting that quest. I was like, this is rigged.
Yeah.
This is where I made a big mistake.
So he comes up, he throws them down. So I'm like, bro, thank you so much, dude. I've got anything you need. Like, he said something. He's like, do you have so-and-so? And I'm like, oh, I don't have any. I'm sorry. He's like, all good. Then all of a sudden we hear more gunfire. Another guy comes in, and then our first guy is like, he's like, yo, friendlies. And he goes, the other guy coming in goes, bro, I've never played this. I don't know what's going on. Don't shoot. This is all on proximity chat. It's incredible. He's like, don't shoot. We all start bonding. Everyone's like, dude, we're not shooting anyone. We're together. Then one of the guys goes, "Yo, bro, full squad, let's go!" Like, so then we start rolling.
Super pain.
Dude, it was so incredible. We start rolling 3 deep. We go to the exit. One guy goes down. The other guy, who said it was his first time, had no idea how to revive, didn't have health items. We end up dying. We lose. We all lose immediately 2 friend requests.
I love that.
It was just such... After that match, I was like, all right, our creators, I get it. I see you. This is incredible vibes. Like, the proximity voice chat of the... Will you kill me? Will we work together? Yeah. It reflects the human condition. It tells you what kind of person you are.
Right.
Like,
no, it's really nice.
There was one match where I was going for the escape and a guy shot me in the back and killed me.
Oh, for sure.
Asshole.
That happened to me on stream.
Yeah.
It's in this clips.
But then people team up, and when you team up with a complete stranger like that, like, honestly, nothing feels better. That connection and that bond, it was so real. And yeah, now I'm just a full believer.
It really does fill me with like such happiness whenever people are actually friendly and like not ganking. And like, you know, I don't get like mad if somebody ganks me necessarily, probably because the frequency of it is still low enough that it hasn't like turned me off to this game entirely. But like, there's so many funny moments. Like I said, like I'll be on with Sophia and our friend Jack, and we'll be playing together, and we usually just let Jack, like we're talking on Discord, and he'll, you know, we have toggle for the in-game mics, but we usually just let him talk, you know, because you never know if people are going to get weird.
Yeah.
But he also likes to RP and grovel for our lives.
So fun.
And so, but we've run into people who'll be like, please don't shoot. Like, we have nothing. We have nothing to you. Like, that kind of stuff. But then also, one time, we met some people just in passing. It was like literally ships in the night, right? We were just like in passing. And Jack just goes, "Miss you, love you," to these like 2 like gruff sounding dudes, right? Who we'd been on mic with a little bit, like, you know, but just like gruff sounding gamer dudes, right? And then in the distance, there's a small pause. And then in the distance, I just hear one of the guy goes, "Miss you too, love you." And I was just like, all right, our creators, dude.
So friendly. Dude. Yeah. I believe at this juncture in this game's lifespan, friendly encounters outweigh
but
violent
I think,
encounters.
Like, and we were discussing this too, because we were like, is this an emergent kind of behavior, or does the game's design kind of support that? And I think that it kind of incentivizes
it totally
teaming
does.
up and working together, especially in situations where it's like, because there are a lot of hidden things in these maps. Like there are like, there's a place in Blue Ridge called Raiders Refuge where there are 4 buttons, and if you push them, and they spawn in different places. But if you push all 4, you get into a basement that has like super good stuff. And in this stream, because like yesterday, Sophia and I were trying to figure out how to get into this thing because we couldn't find one of the buttons. And in this stream, I was just kind of hanging out with a guy, and he knew where the buttons were, and so we opened them, you know. And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. Like I never knew how to get in. Like we'll find the 4th button." And he's like, "Yeah, they move around." And then I was like, "Oh, there's a legendary here," and he's like, "That's all you, you know." And it's
so
like, I'm just like, okay, dude. So it's like, I think it is kind of nice, and like they have like harvester battles, which are giant enemies that I assume would take like a bunch of people.
Oh
to
my
take
god,
down.
some of those things just
they're
launch
crazy.
on you,
The
and you're
leapers,
just dead.
Yeah, leapers are nuts. So I do kind of think that it's kind of intrinsic to the design that like
I agree.
The
because of the
default
threat.
of humanity. Yeah, the threat
Because
is so
of
high.
the word of my life. Difficulty. Difficulty in video games matters. Here it is. Because it is dangerous. Because it is a danger being out there looting those things. If this game was easy and you could just shred robots by yourself, wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter any encounter with any human. They would just be an annoyance. You'd be like, dude, leave me alone, whatever. Now it's like, yo, do you want to work together? Like, I need you. You need me. That helps us. So love it.
And I mean, it also helps that like they did have this kind of like longer development cycle, and I mean that they have money to like have servers that have been pretty solid and
Really good performance.
Yeah, like the fact that this game works as
Really
well as it does, like obviously there have been some hiccups. I've had a few weird things. I found a blueprint once that just kind of disappeared out of my inventory, so that really sucked. So it's like, it's not been bulletproof. And they do have a weird thing on their, like, full disclosure, like, it's unclear how it was used, but there is something, and they had this with the finals as well, where they do say, like, there is some use of AI, but people are unclear what that means or where it is in the game, because maybe it was just like voice lines for like all the call outs, or maybe it was just in development. Like no one's exactly sure. So like I wish I had more clarity on that. And chat or someone listening, like if you do have more clarity on that, like let us know, because I would love to know like how it's actually used. Because I truly hate that, like if it is like in the shipped product. But that's like literally the only gripe I have with this game so far.
I have one.
Otherwise, I think it's like pretty solid.
Yeah, I have. Before I get into one other thing I'm obsessed with, I have one small thing that's more of a preference and a personal thing. Like, I love inventory management in survival horror. Damiani, why? Because resources are finite, right? You're managing just a few resources. With survival games like that, like look at the screen right now. You just have you're picking up trash. There's 1,000 components. There's like this component, that makes this. Recycle this to make this.
Well,
like,
also,
that's
like,
homework, dude.
well,
That's
but-
not fun.
But also, Huber, like one thing in this game I don't like also about that is that like light bulbs, right? I only have an inkling that I should
That's
be
what the guy wanted. He wanted light bulbs, Isla.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Because I only have an inkling that I should be saving light bulbs, because I was looking up if I should be saving some other item, and I saw someone on Reddit mention light bulbs. Like save light bulbs, because
Save
like
the light bulb.
the chicken or somebody later on, like a mission down the line, is gonna need light bulbs.
All right,
And,
pro
like,
tip.
That's the one thing where it's like a lot of the items. It's kind of weird, right? Because some of the items will be like recyclable, but also used to make this gun, this gun, this gun, this gun, and this gun. But then some other thing, like a frying pan or a light bulb or whatever, will just say trinket, sellable, or like recyclable, and nothing else. But then that item is like a key item to a quest later on.
Right.
And it's like, maybe the quests are just kind of randomized, and like the shopkeepers are just like, I don't know, fuck it, give me a frying pan. Like behind, in the back end, they just pick an item or something. But like, that's the one thing that I'm like, because I just keep like my stash is 184 slots.
Yeah,
I've upgraded
it's
it like
too
5 times
much,
because I keep
Isla.
filling it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get rid of anything.
Right.
I'm
You
hoarding
don't
trash.
know. Yeah, and that's a bad feeling. It's like, all right, I have so much of this. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know to recycle it, to sell it, to use it. When do I craft? What do I do? And like, that just bit of the game is a little overwhelming and not like the fun part. But again,
Flip side of that, though, I do
small-
think that like the item crafting kind of like the way it works, like on the stuff that you do know about and how to do it, like these kind of bandages and stuff. That is kind of cool, because then I'm like, okay, I do need this kind of cloth because I can use that to make the better bandages. Like that kind of stuff you do learn.
For sure.
Hegemon in chat says that they used a large language model to teach the robots how to move. They talked about it a few years ago when the game had recently been announced.
I have the interview that Patrick Sutherland did with Chris String last week.
Sick.
So it's still not very specific, but I think it's not something you're going to get a completely straight answer on. So he says, I do believe that we have created a way to build games and update games that I don't think many others can compete with, and it's because we took that approach. If you come here, you have to learn a bunch of tools that only exist here. You have to go at things in a way that only we're doing. Studio's about 300 people. They've got the finals. They got all that stuff. To do all that with a medium-sized studio, we're not small by any means, is because we made those investments early on. It's about automating more tedious and time-consuming tasks so the team can spend time on making things without the cost usually associated with doing so. If you look at Arc Raiders, a game that would have been in development at a larger publisher for that amount of time would have cost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, they explained. We haven't spent even close to that. I don't think people should confuse what we're trying to accomplish for rushing things or doing them quickly. It's more about efficiency, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So it's like
that.
It sounds like it's more about like they are training a model to do the things that they need to do in terms of like building maps and stuff. And I know that Player Unknown also has
trendy.
A survival game coming out that they've trained on like real world topography. And I'm like, I don't know if that makes a good level design, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's so tricky with AI because it's like obviously it's not going anywhere. Sadly, if I could push a button and just get rid of it, I would. But like
Skynet.
Yeah, but like if it's not replacing a person,
Right.
if it's like a wrench helping a person do a job better, that is the only way it should ever be used.
Because I'll hear it sometimes from the mouth of the person whose job is being affected, and they're like, "Oh, I love it." They're like, "Because I don't want to do that," and they're like, "It's just not fun work."
But like, don't replace voice actors.
Yeah,
don't
exactly. That's the fun.
I think the
That's
voice
the
acting
fun
is
part.
a big one.
Graphics designers.
The
like,
fun part is writing dialogue for those people, is performing it, is directing it. Like that's where you get happy accidents. That's where you get synergy with cast members. Like that's the stuff that taking away makes absolutely no sense. And there will be, a huge, amount of people.
Don't train
that
it
are
on other
just
people's
a
shit.
complete turn off. But if it's literally like this tree goes here or it goes here, it's like,
Right. And then then how you differentiate that between something like Speed Tree, right?
Well, I was just gonna say, Speed Tree's been around forever.
Yeah.
And it's like that's a tool to help you automate.
Right.
Like automation tools are fine. Like tools are
Yeah.
fine.
But it's a
Firing
gray area for
people
sure.
Because you replace them with AI, Square Enix, is not fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Huber, I'm curious, being a big Battlefield guy, and this coming from Patrick Sartlein and some other people that worked on Battlefield, if you see any of that DNA in there.
Just the scope.
Yeah.
The scope of it. When you see a big metal beast in the distance or it launches at you and slams down, I think that is like a visceral scale thing where it really feels like you are this small person and you are so vulnerable in this big world with all these big, terrifying enemies. Even those, like I was saying, even those small little drones are like so intense because your stamina is limited, your weapons are pretty rough, especially early on. So everything is a threat, and that feels really good.
Yeah.
Tying into what I didn't like about the inventory management, on the flip side, I think the quests are really they're just simple fetch quests, but I think the presentation of them is really nice because you like talk to a person, they're like, "Hey, go do this," and it feels like you're a little more part of this world. I'm just comparing it to like FBC Firebreak, I just was thinking about that a lot of like, even though it is so little and it's nothing particularly special, it's a little bit of an incentive to go on these missions, and it's a little bit of world building on top of that. Like, you're doing a mission for a person in this world, you're going to the top, you're getting something. It just like adds a little agency and meaning to it all. So I was thinking about Firebreak a lot, of just like the reason for doing what you're doing is really nice.
And it's just like the moment-to-moment like fun of this game.
Dude.
It's exhilarating.
Full
I
attention.
think it's a good.
It is tense.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think it's always a good vibe when a multiplayer game launches, when people talking about it kind of don't immediately get into the systems or just kind of the big picture of it and specifically say, okay, I was doing this thing and then this thing happened.
This happened.
And then this led to
there
this.
are so many stories.
Yeah.
It's
And
so
and
crazy.
the reviews that I've seen get very specific about like this thing happened and it felt unusual, it was organic or surprising.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah,
Arc
pretty crazy
Raiders.
video game.
Yeah.
Arc Raiders is
Loving
awesome.
it. Yeah.
I remember like really big set piece moments in the first trailer that they showed. Is that
They had
big
like
old walking
the
bosses and
big,
stuff? Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah, that I feel like that's about as big as it gets. That was
Okay.
kind of the viral influencer moment, is like the giant robot literally leaping across the entire map was the clip that kept going around and
yeah.
around and around. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a mission like in practice, the amount that I've played it so far, like I don't know, a bunch of hours, level 15. The 2 or 3 times I've seen come up on the map a thing called Harvester, and it's like a big enemy, and they're like a queen is protecting it or whatever. and we haven't been able to find it yet. So like I'm not sure where it's at in the maps. But I'm looking forward to doing that because the maps are big, and depending on where you spawn in, you know, you have to figure out where you're going and where you're at.
Yeah.
And these things move around sometimes.
Yeah.
So, but I know which areas are like more dangerous and stuff. So, yeah. The time we specifically went in to be like, we're using a free loadout. We're just gonna try to go see the harvester. We went into a building and found like the best loot we've ever found. And so we were like, okay, new plan. We're getting the hell out of here. So it's like that time we didn't get to see the harvester because we found really good shit. So, you know, you got to kind of play it as it comes.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes I'll go in, I'll fill up all of my loot, and I'm like, I'm just leaving already. Let's go.
Yeah, I've had runs that were like 4 minutes, and I've had runs where I was there with like 30 seconds to spare. So it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see the developments of this game as it goes on, you know?
Yeah, they did put out a roadmap like last week sometime.
Yep. Just to see how, I think I'm most interested to see how the player dynamics evolve and change over time. You know, will it remain this friendly? Will it escalate? Because we didn't talk about the night raid, Zyla, which are variations of said maps that are at nighttime. They offer better loot. I did one of those, and it was shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
Whereas the regular maps are ask questions, hold, then shoot. Night raid, immediate, I see you, I'm shooting you. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. That's the cool thing about this thing. And like, there's a thing coming on November 8th. There's an electrical storm.
Electrical storm. We're
coming
full
to one of the
Helldivers
maps.
right now.
They it's funny because
That
like
reminds me of Night Rain.
well, right. It's like a they have these kind of things, and it's like on the map, you know, it'll be like a night raid is coming in 2 hours, right? And there's like countdowns for that. And then this one I noticed a few days ago was like 11/8/2025 electrical storm, and I'm like, they're telling us about it 4 days in advance. Like, what the hell is this? So it seems wild.
Yeah. I got another
They do all
quote
kinds
here
of
that I
stuff.
think might tie into this. So for the finals and arc raiders, we figured those things out, the moment-to-moment gameplay, right? But then you go into hour by hour, then day by day, then week by week, month by month. That's when the problems start.
Right.
You need to make sure you have things for the player to accomplish in a game they want to come back to, a game that punishes you enough but not too much, that's rewarding, that not too rewarding, that feels fair but sometimes unfair.
I think
That's
they've
the
nailed
balance.
that. I feel like they've nailed all of that.
Yeah, that
Bloodworth,
balance
honestly.
feels. Yeah, like anytime I die from a robot, I feel fine about it because I'm like, yeah, no, I overextended. Like that was
Yeah.
my fault. Anytime I die from a person,
Feels
I'm like,
bad.
I'm like, fuck people. I hate them.
Feels bad.
But I know what I'm here for, and I'm expecting. You know, it's a threat.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you can't get in the pool and then be mad that you got wet. So it's like,
Totally.
You
That's
know?
a great point. Sometimes there's just gonna be a psycho,
right.
for sure.
Jones laughed at that like it's something that happened with his kid.
Jones, what's your multiplayer diet these days? Anything at all?
Multiplayer, no. Yeah.
Because Simpsons Fortnite's going right now. And
Oh,
that is
yeah.
out of
All out.
control, dude.
Yeah. It's fun to
Like,
see Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin just team up and go.
Do extraction shooters or any of this ilk interest you?
We were talking about it, and I was like, is Left 4 Dead an extraction shooter? Like we were like talking how far back this
That's
goes.
funny. You're
And
trying to get out.
And I
It's
brought up Division, and chat was like, "Oh, Division's definitely extraction."
Oh,
I was
yeah, the Dark
way
Zone for
into
sure.
Division.
Dark
Way
Zone.
into Division.
Yes.
Love Division at the time.
Totally, dude.
And this was great. I would definitely would have fun with this.
Yeah. Alrighty. Any other Arc Raiders thoughts? Taking the world by storm. Definitely one of the biggest stories of the year now, hands down, no doubt.
Yeah,
do you think it's
shocked that I like it?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Seriously.
I fully bought it on PlayStation, just being like, here goes $40. You know, like
Go play this for an hour.
Like
Delete.
because I didn't, my computer's getting a little long in the tooth, and I don't really love sitting at computers. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll just buy it. Like on PlayStation to play it because I had a free day and I was like, everyone loves this. Let me give it a shot. Played it all day. Like, crazy. And I don't like multiplayer games generally.
I think you kind of do.
I mean, I like PvE.
Sure.
I like PvE games. I don't like PvP
Right,
games.
right.
As long as there's a
Warframe.
PvE element.
I like Warframe. I like Night Rain.
Yeah.
I like Destiny. I never played the PvP
Crucible.
in Destiny 2 Crucible. Yeah, I never did that because I don't like it. Like I did it when I had to, but I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so this is like the closest to a PvP game. I mean, I did get pretty sweaty in the forest in Dark Souls, but like other than that,
I got to.
I got 400 hours in Dark Souls for a reason.
to.
But like, and Dark Souls 2, the fucking rats, dude. I was down there.
Oh, yeah.
Me and fucking Justin were down there, Rat Kings, dude, fighting everybody. But like, yeah, that shit was crazy. But yeah, this game is sick.
It is. It is.
Just
indeed.
don't shoot at me.
Don't shoot.
I'm here to find
Do not
fruit
shoot.
for my chicken and get a cute, like, fucking, rubber hose to upgrade my backpack or whatever.
Rules of engagement. I have not initiated fire on a human once, and I never will.
I haven't shot at a person
Straight
either
up.
unless they shot at me, yeah.
Yep.
And usually
Straight
when
up.
they shoot at me, I'm just dead, so.
Exactly, and they know. They're going to take advantage of us, Isla.
Oh, for sure.
They're taking advantage.
The ones that feel the most disappointing, and again, still, like I know what game I'm playing, so I didn't get like mad about it, but I got disappointed. It happens maybe in this run. It was in this stream, so go back and watch the stream I just did earlier today. But like, had excellent shit.
Yeah.
No, it was in Blue Ridge because it was the one where I did the secret house with that guy. So I had like some legendary stuff. Got ganked right. Literally, I was pulling the exit thing, and the thing that hurts is that they all of these lousy assholes do the like wind up punch emote and then punch
surrender
you.
before they can do it. Surrender.
That's what I do sometimes, but
Yeah.
like,
I know. I know. And the game is smart because it keeps track of that in your statistics, how many people you've knocked out like that. So it is a thing
really?
that is tracked. So it does encourage a little bit of that. 'Cause
And
it's like,
also-
well, it's a stat here.
You know what the funny thing with this game is, like, every like 10 rounds or so, you'll get a survey that was like, how did you enjoy the computer controlled enemies in this mission? And I'm always just like, great.
Yeah.
Smiley face, 10 out of 10. And then sometimes you'll get one that's like, how did you enjoy the PvP element? And I always go, frowny face. Unless I didn't get killed. Like, if I made it out alive and I get that and I had pleasant interactions, I'm like, great.
Yeah.
But if I got killed,
Exactly.
no, frowny face.
Shooting us in the back.
Yeah.
Arc Raiders is here. It has begun. The zeitgeist is real. We'll see how it shakes out as it goes on. But right now, it is a winner. Speaking of winners, I don't want to misquote myself, but I believe this is now the highest rated game of the year, Daniel Bloodworth.
Arc Raiders is?
Hades
Oh.
2. Hades 2, Blood.
Nice. I finally got into it this week, and just doing my due diligence. Right? It's like, crap. I've had Hades 2 installed for I don't know how long. I didn't even play, the early access or anything, so I'm jumping in fresh for the first time. And you were like, when I was first starting out, it was like, okay, it's Hades, and I don't know if I like the hub as much, and I don't know if I like the characters in the hub as much, and all of that, but I'm getting into it. But it's one of these games where it's like, it's all about that investment.
Yeah.
And so it's like the more
When you
that you
hit that-
play it, the more that you get into it, and then
100%.
and then start wanting to like, okay, it was,
God.
I really like that run, and now I want to get back in
Yeah, that's
there.
one of my favorite feelings ever when a game is just like, you're kind of feeling it, you're good, and then it hits.
That hit is definitely quantifiable. You know when it happens.
I love
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
You do.
It's that feeling.
And this time that I captured, this is the first time I actually beat this freaking boss. It was a hard boss for me.
Bloodworth confirmed on Metacritic it is the highest original game of the year behind Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom re-releases.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. So it is the number one new game of the year by critics. Hades 2, take note, y'all.
Yeah. And like a lot of the things that were already strong are still strong here, right? Like, you know, you still got the music where like once in a while, like you'll have like people in the hub singing and you can go sing along with them. This, you know, boss battle that we're showing here is like, it's a band that you're fighting. So it's like, you know, like try to take out the drummer and the guitar first. And, you know, and then you've got all of the different weapons to play around with, right? So you've got the spear, you've got on the key art, you've got the twin blades.
The spear, dude.
You've got the big axe.
Oh.
And the one that I've gotten most recently, Huber, is like these skulls that you throw out, but they're like ammo. So you throw out the skulls, but then you also have to go and pick them up. So like your special is a dash through
like Hades 1 had the that was tied to circle. You would shoot out your little, you know, orb or circle, whatever it was, and then sometimes you had to like pick them up to retain that and then throw them back out.
Yeah, it's also been forever since I played Hades 1. And like I think had beaten Hades and then did a few more things toward what was next, but never like really like, you know,
New Game plus
beat everything, right? But like one of the other things that both games really nail is this crazy sense of like, even if you totally will like botch a run or you like fail prematurely and don't get as far as you did before, like there's always this sense that you're still kind of moving forward.
100%.
You know, you're always like unlocking new things. You're always like getting gifts from
lore from the
different gods.
characters.
And that's the thing too that's crazy to me is like how much effort had to have gone into like writing all of these interactions because you don't know who you're going to see on a run, and a lot of that is up to a player's choice too. It's like, am I going to go this way? Am I going to go that way?
Yeah.
And which of these gods am I going to interact with? But every time that I interact with somebody, it feels like they're referencing something else that I just did. You know, and like all of that stuff being tracked. You know, it's like there's one time where like I was like the second area going into the underworld is like Oceanus or whatever, right? Like just like underwater area, like all these pipes and stuff.
Uh-oh, Isla.
And it's very much it.
Underwater structures.
Exactly.
Nice.
But I came across like this rat as a mini boss, and I'm like, what the heck? And like I was doing well on this run, and this tiny little rat just takes me out, and I'm like, what the heck just happened? And I get back to the crossroads, and I go talk to Odysseus, and he's like, oh, looks like you met the Vermin King. I'm like, what? Who the heck is the Vermin King?
Love that.
And Melinoe, she was just like, oh, yeah, I thought he was going to be bigger. And he's like, no, his power is inverse to his stature or something like that. And then the crossroads, they start opening up more and more. So, like, I've opened up, like, hot springs, and I've opened up, like, a little tavern. And so that stuff is going. And you've got, like, all these Arcana cards. And so, like, you can, like, upgrade how many cards that you can hold, but each of them have different point values.
Yeah.
And so it's like you got, 0 through 5 point values, but you can only hold, like, right now I think it can hold, like, 28 points worth of cards.
Nice.
But those are, like, really important upgrades. Because, like, one of the things I've got is, like, oh, yeah, I'll just have my mana, like, recharge, like, without having to attack things. It will just recharge over time. And with the skulls, like, that's really important. And because one of the things I got too with the skulls, like my best run so far was crazy because I got a thing that like actually returns my skulls to me without me having to pick them up.
Oh, that's big.
And that made a huge difference. But then I also got like them like lighting people on fire, then them making people explode. Then also like I like send out like a wave when they attack me. And then, like, if I dash towards somebody, then I do, like, and so all of these things stacked up. And so I was just, like, tearing through the game like never before.
That.
Like
I love that blood. Yeah. Does that... Hades 1, I mean, looking back, I imagine it's limiting compared to Hades 2. I can't confirm, but there were so many different builds, like so
Yeah.
many runs, depending on what weapon you would bring in, what powers you would pick. It would change so much.
Yeah, and I just
do you get that feeling
not
here?
that
Like, is
long
every
ago. I
run-
just unlocked the thing where it's like now the weapons have like sub variants, right? So now it's the same weapon,
Yeah.
but it's actually pretty different.
And
you know?
the reason Hades 1 is so legendary is because, like, even when you're doing builds that are outside of your comfort zone, it's so fun. Just getting
Yeah,
some
and they-
weapon that you don't really like, and then you're getting all these powers, and you're like, wow, this is actually awesome. Like, what the hell?
Right. Yeah, and they still encourage that too, Huber, because like randomly when you get back to the crossroads, like
You get the bonus XP
one
for...
of the yeah the
Oh, I love
bonus bones
Yes.
that you use in the shop that's in the hub.
Love that. Yeah, let me, like, encourage me to branch out and experiment. Absolutely.
The other thing that's interesting about the design on this is, so yeah, you're trying to go through the underworld and take back Tartarus from Kronos, right?
Got it.
But then, like a couple of runs in, I think Hermes or somebody's like, "Hey, we need your help. There's a big war happening up here in Olympus."
Whoa.
And so
Kratos
then
is there?
There's another path. So now when you leave the crossroads, you can either descend or you can ascend. So you can either go to the underworld or you can go to the surface
I'm
and
going to
start
see
working
Kratos.
towards Olympus.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah. But that's the
fine.
thing, like every run now is like which set of levels am I gonna go to? Right?
That's so fun.
Um,
and they
and-
both have their, I'm sure, different progression,
Yeah,
depending on...
exactly.
That's so rad.
Yeah.
God.
And
I've been
then
avoiding this game for like addiction purposes, so I've been waiting to hop in. My queue is like no joke 18 games right now, so the last thing I need is Hades 2. So
right. And like I said, it's I had just started playing it last weekend and then it's like okay, this is the thing I want to like keep going back to for the podcast.
yes.
Because I was cramming through a bunch of different things last weekend.
How long is a run? Average? Like between?
I would say a level
Yeah.
is like 15 minutes before you like get to a boss, like 10 to 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Underworld, like I went through like 3 normal levels and then like the 4th level is kind of different before you fight Kronos.
Yeah.
But there's something else because I've only fought Kronos once.
Got it.
And then I got to like phase 2 and then it was like what I don't know.
Too
I don't know what
intense.
just happened. Like it's not even intense.
You're
It's
just
like,
dead.
I don't know what just happened. There's something here that I need to learn.
Got it.
So
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the launch of this game has been like, despite being the highest rated game now of the year, it's almost underrated. It seems like not. I don't see a lot of chatter about it, and I wonder if that's because it was in early access for so long. It's
I mean, I think
not
it's partly
on
that, but I think it's also
Xbox,
like being
and-
a sequel. It feels sort of like it's a known quantity.
Yeah.
Right. Kind of like with Silksong, it's like, oh, we know this is going to be
Yeah.
great. So.
I feel like not being on PS5 too is also like.
Oh, is it not on PS5?
Or Xbox.
Oh, crazy.
I feel like that's huge for just like the general gen pop, like the noise of something,
So it's just Steam and Switch right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been playing on
So-
Steam.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
there's-
this is the Arcana system I was telling you
Just
about.
like I expected a little more noise and hype, especially after the reviews, Jones.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
what do
yeah.
you? Yeah, but maybe the sequelitis or something about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely have seen people that like have gotten in and gotten addicted
Oh,
to
if
it.
you
Same
play,
as
you're
with
addicted.
Silksong. Yeah.
If you open that box,
Right.
it's over.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared, blood.
And then, that's one of the other things too. I don't use it enough, I don't think, but you can like put down like this circle that like holds the enemies in place. And so you can either like just put it down and like hold them in place, or you can like charge it and then like it will also do damage to them. But then again, that's another thing that upgrades. And so it's like you can put a circle down that will freeze enemies or that will burn enemies or that will have a wind gust or whatever.
a
I
wind
think this
gust.
might be my crazy run. Yeah, but maybe not quite yet. But this is the skull weapon at least.
Yeah.
So you can
the
see like when you
dash.
dash, you like put out these like shock waves around you.
Yeah.
This is the normal one because I have to still pick up the skulls. But yeah, you
so
charge it and then
fun.
it does like a big like grenade launch kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. The one thing that I'm still sort of on the fence, kind of don't like about the Hades structure is repeating the boss fights.
Bone Hydra, go
Yeah.
away.
Exactly.
Of course.
There's a certain point where I'm
Yes.
like, yeah, okay, I'm
Tired of that Hydra.
They do
You
find
want them
ways to mix
changing,
them up sometimes, but it's like, oh man, like I don't know how many times I need to fight Hecate. Like we've done this. Let's
Totally.
just keep going. Or,
Like, yeah, Damiani, like, is it so much? Is it a huge ask to ask them to have like a pool of 3 bosses maybe instead of the Bone Hydra every time? You know, like.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess they would argue that because like specifically Bone Hydra, it has variation, so it does like different attack patterns.
Sure,
so it's
it
not
does.
exactly the same, but visually it kind of like looks similar. Like, you know, get the different color, palettes going on, different colored effects. But
for sure.
I think that's it. It technically is that you get like different variations, but I understand like getting maybe like a completely different looking boss in different boss arena.
It would go a long way.
Doing that could maybe go a little bit, go a long way in improving that, that mentality.
Yeah.
That sentiment that people have about the game that like maybe the bosses get a little too repetitive.
But you think that's still present here, Bloodworth?
I don't think
that
there's
was really
anything
my
that's
only
as
complaint.
bad as the Bone Hydra, but like I was
Okay.
saying, like that band fight is definitely like a choke point for me,
got
because you are fighting like 3 characters at once, and I think that was one of the things with Bone Hydra was like, having to like fight and also deal with the lava in that arena,
Crazy arena, yeah.
But yeah, so it is something like this guy I'm bad at dodging, period. And this Cyclops guy, he's just got so many freaking AoEs that come out like anytime he takes a step, and I'm like,
That's a
how
lot
do
of
I
AoEs.
deal with this dude?
So many AoEs, Damiani. Holy crap. Jones, did you get down on Hades 1? Were you obsessed, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't say obsessed, but it's what I mean. Almost every good game that's come out that has intense difficulty, I play until I hit the edge of that sword, and then I'm like, I'm good. I can get past this, but would have to dedicate kind of more time than I just feel like doing now. I think like Sekiro was the greatest example of that, where I was like, I love this game, but I gotta stop. I'm like, I gotta just move on to something else. And I think it was the same. Yeah, with Hades 1, I just hit a point where I was like, whoo-wee. But looking at this, it's something that hasn't specifically been brought up yet. The enemy designs and the animation. The enemies look gorgeous.
Yeah.
All of them. Just the
and
way
this,
they move
this level,
and
Jones,
the way
is
they're
like,
present in the
you're
environment.
all on like these ghost ships. You're just going from ship to
Dude,
ship.
love a ghost ship.
Love a ghost ship.
Love a ghost ship. So sick.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought of you,
Beautiful.
Jones. Actually, I turned the difficulty to easy in Assassin's Creed Shadows,
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
and my enjoyment skyrocketed.
Sure. Some games it really.
Thought of you, dude.
Oh, I brought up
Did you send-
StarCraft 2 casual the whole way because they're just memories. Memories. I'm just revisiting the story and just going, and it's hilarious. There's some I'll get to an area and they're like, no, that's not where the mission objective is. Don't do it like I'm like, no, I'm
going over here.
Like, fun.
Huber, did you read that Totillo thing about Shadows that I sent you, where it's like if he turned off like one of the guidance things, and all of a sudden the game like became way better?
Oh yeah. Where it just kind of you have to use like the scouts and all that, and it gets a little tedious for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what he's saying is like the game is way better when it doesn't tell you exactly where the target is. Like if you just turn that off, then all of a sudden you actually have to use your brain and you actually pay attention to what the world is telling you.
Totally.
Yeah. So.
But I think that comboed really well with easy mode because it was like, all right, let me use my brain to discover things, and then let me just go in and destroy everyone. It was like, yeah.
Yeah.
But how is a huge part of Hades 1 was the forever story. You kind of alluded to it.
Well, that's what I'm
Blood,
saying.
but-
It's like it doesn't feel like it like when is it going to stop? Right? Like it's crazy
It never
that like
does.
if I just go in and I blow it on an early boss and I come back and like, oh, people still have new things to talk about. Yeah.
And do you look forward to that, like after a run where you die? Do you look forward to going back and talking to the inhabitants?
Well, I think one of the things that's crazy is that like sometimes you don't even know who's going to be there because people kind of come in and out of the hub like based on whatever else is going on, and like sometimes other people comment and be like, "Where did she go?" Or like I said, like Artemis will sometimes just once in a while just be chilling by the river singing a song, and it's like, okay, well let's go hang out with Artemis now.
Yes, Artemis.
And then and then one of the other things too, like you remember how it's crazy. It's like sometimes like some of these subsystems, like those are also like you might not get that on a run. So like with the I think Selene or whatever, the moon goddess. So that's like an ultimate, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't find her on a run, then you don't have an ultimate. But then there's also like all these different variations on it. So there's like the lunar beam, which is just like a big blast, which I've shown in the B-roll a couple of times. Just
lunar beam.
Just shooting out a blast in front of you. But then they're so different. Like the other ones that you can get, like there's one where you're like, do like a huge pounce, and then you have like a big like splash damage around the pounce. There's another one where like you shoot out a beam that turns enemies into sheep.
Sheepinator, shout out.
And then my crazy run that I was telling you about, Huber, I had a heal. Like it's a big deal. Like when you take damage in this game, usually like you have to get to a checkpoint.
It's brutal, yeah.
Or you find like somebody will like thankfully
fountain.
give you a sandwich or a fountain or whatever.
Totally.
And like that's one of the things that you can kind of like, meta unlock is like fountains will show up more often mid-run or whatever.
Essential.
But like on this one, like I had
an Estus flask
as my ultimate. And not only that, but like when you come across her again, then there's like a skill tree. So then like I can add more charges to the heal. I can make myself heal more.
Stop.
I can like have all these
Just stop, dude. I'm addicted. Stop.
Yeah.
I'm already addicted. It's done. My God. Those like micro progressions are so satisfying.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And similarly, like one of the
Dude,
characters,
Artemis is looking sick here.
One of the characters you can come across going to the underworld is Arachne. And she's like the cutest spider you've ever seen. And she will just like...
Like Medusa.
She'll give you different like garments to put on. And so like they have armor, but then they'll also have other effects as well.
Aesthetic looks?
No, not aesthetic. But I haven't gotten any
us.
aesthetic changes yet, interestingly enough.
We need that. We love that.
I'm sure they're there, but I just
Okay.
haven't gotten to them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need them.
You know, it's got a continuous story, Bloodworth. Death Stranding, which I finally played like 6 months ago or something. Finally,
one?
Well, you
I
played the
started
first
it.
one
Number
6
one?
months
I
ago?
started it,
Sandport
yeah,
Bridges?
and then I finally finished the first game.
Yes.
and I'll get to the second game soon. But was obsessed.
Yes.
Like really, really, really love everything about that game.
Open
But
world design,
The last
Jones.
time, I went through to. I was like, okay, I beat it, and I'm gonna do some more stuff, and I'm not gonna 5-star every single. Totally
You
did.
did. You
know,
totally
like, I
did. You totally did. Of
I got
course
to the
you
point
did.
where I was like looking around the map. I
Of
was like,
course you did.
anything else to do? Anything else? Am I missing anything? Going to that third area, like it doesn't look like I'm supposed to do stuff here, but maybe just checking. No.
Yeah. Let
The
me just deliver this one last thing.
I got to that point. The very last time I logged in and I could feel it. I was like, I'm never gonna boot up this game again. This is it. This is the last time I logged in. Let me check if I got new emails. I had like 6 new emails, and I'm like, what?
Right.
How am I still getting emails from people? You know, they're just like, I had a thought the other day, blah blah blah. I'm like, wow, like that's a lot of story.
Yeah.
You know.
So legit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's the
said
sheep
for it.
still being
Nice.
used against
Oh,
you.
that's so fun.
So you have to
a cute
survive
sheep.
as a sheep for a while.
I hope Insomniac commented about that. They would love that.
Yeah.
Insomniac Games would approve.
But yeah, I think that's one of the things, Huber. It's like it feels like at every step of the way, like anything that you can do as a player, like Supergiant was like, how do we let people upgrade this and have variations on it, right? Like your dash, your run, like everything. There's variables to do differently on a different run.
Yo, Supergiant and Hazelight, flawless track records, Bloodworth.
Right.
Do you concur?
Yeah.
Flawless track
Yeah.
records. It's out of control.
You can count on them.
Yeah. Every time.
They're not. Yeah.
Oh, here's your axe, Huber.
Unbelievable. Oh my God. Oh, the way she drags it. So cool. So cool. Seems like it's more AoE than single target.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I always prioritize single target in hard games because the only real struggle would be a boss. So I want to be primed to take that boss down, go single target.
Or if
AoE
there's
will help you get there easier,
Yeah.
but
Or if there's a lot of like,
Ads
kill
and
this
shit.
thing first, because
For
it's
sure.
healing everybody else, and so you
True.
can like focus.
True.
Yeah.
so
Narcissus for there. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, there's the rat. That tiny little thing there with the
love it.
whatever spikes coming out of it.
Oh, that's funny.
Hades 2 is here, just Steam and PC, Steam and Switch 2 at the moment. Finally out of early access after all this time, and now the highest reviewed original game of 2025, and we are in November. It's not early
Yeah,
days.
but it's a sequel though.
I was
It's
gonna
just
say, what's
two.
original mean?
Because number 1 and 2 are Twilight,
re-release.
Yeah.
are Tears of the Kingdom and
Oh,
Breath
I
of the
see.
Wild
I see.
remasters.
But it's a sequel. What's the highest rated actual game?
Expedition 33 and then Blueprints.
Nice.
One of those is right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Blueprints in the top 5.
Dude, that feels good.
I love sick.
I love had a friend come over who
sick.
played way more Blueprints than we did, and we told him when he showed up, we were like, "We're done. Spoil everything." And he was like,
Here it is.
Yeah, just talked for like a straight hour, and we were like hanging on every word. Like, what? That what?
I wonder how far he got into it.
Yeah, really. He did a chart one time. He showed me a chart that he made, and he put a like color coded each of the parts and put a gradient inside parts of the chart. And I was like, what overkill, dude? And he was like, I had to. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, I have 860 pictures on my phone for that game and 60 pages of handwritten notes.
Right. Yeah, like I legitimately started like a new notebook for the sake of Blueprints.
I'm glad I don't have to do Goaty this year, man.
It's a pretty.
Even just the last couple weeks.
It's a really unique year.
Seeing nines.
Yeah, there's a lot of just really great games. Just full stop.
It was hilarious this
Good
morning.
job,
Matt
industry.
Matt Piscatello was like, "Hey, what are some small games I should try before awards?"
Saw that reply.
And I listed like 15 games. Because I was like, 2 to 4 hour games.
Yeah.
That's
Blood,
my forte this year.
Blood has easily played the most like short 9 out of 10 games by far. Like so many.
Well, the Piscatello is like, don't miss Sword in the Sea. It's like, dude, that's like, that's not an underground game. That's like mainline. Yeah.
Out of control.
I feel like
about that for sure.
Sunderfolk is getting slept on.
Yeah, I
cute.
think that it needs more attention for sure.
For sure.
And I was out when you guys played it, so I don't even have first-hand
So
experience. with it.
fun.
Jolly as hell, dude.
I want to play again. Can we play again, please?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
So fun.
They have a one-shot mode now, which
Yes.
is like perfect for a stream.
Yeah.
That is perfect. Speaking of video games on the year and reviews and sales,
Yes.
it's time for the Nintendo Financial Report. Damiani is licking his lips, dude. Damiani is ready
waiting.
to unleash. Bloodworth, what is going on with Nintendo?
Yeah, so this is the first big report they've had since Switch 2 came out. So this is where people have been looking for those
is the
official
big one.
numbers.
Okay.
Right? So this covers Q1 and Q2, so April through September of this year. We'll start with Switch 1.
Switch 1.
Switch 1 sold another 1.89 million. Switch 1 software, 61.56 million in that period.
Okay.
That puts the total Switch hardware units to 154.01 million.
Yeah.
Just 10,000 behind the Nintendo DS.
That'll hit that. How many behind PS2 though?
Because I think PS2 is
160?
160 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like with that slowdown,
Yeah.
that makes it a little
Yeah.
tricky.
That
It might
is-
not beat the PS2. Oh yeah, they raised the price too.
Tariffs will finally stop Switch 1.
Yeah. Final boss, tariffs.
Raising the price of the Switch 1 in like 8 years after it came out.
Damn.
So if they had dropped the price, which never happened, then
It would have cleared it
would've-
easily.
yeah,
It would have been
Probably
easy.
regretting that now. They're like, damn it, we should have done it.
$50
They are
price
not
drop,
regretting
greedy Nintendo. $50 less, you would have nailed it easily.
The Switch 1 does smoke the DS when it comes to software sales, though. Switch 1 software, 1.4 billion units. DS, 948.76 million.
Holy crap.
Is like McDonald's now over 1 billion served? Is that what Nintendo?
Over 1 billion served. You're so right.
All right, Switch 2, first 4 months.
First 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah.
10.36 million
Yeah.
units.
10
This
mil.
marks the highest global sales figure for any dedicated video game platform from Nintendo in the first 4 months following its launch.
So a new record in the first 4 months.
Yep.
Wow.
Switch 2 software, 20.62 million units.
So everybody's buying 2 games.
Essentially, yeah,
Yeah.
averaging 2 games.
Yeah.
Yep.
A quick correction on the McDonald's thing.
Yes,
Because I remember in the
please.
90s, they switched it to over 1 billion served. In the late 90s,
Oh,
they
yeah.
switched it to billions served.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Current
Yes.
estimates put it more in the realm of 377 billion burgers served.
Wow.
Crazy.
Just so we know how insane they
The
are.
tagline though is different now, right?
It's billions.
Billions
So-
and billions, I think.
Yeah, something
the
like
original
that.
was billion. That's what I was going for. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were kids, it was billion, 1 billionth or
So crazy.
whatever.
Um,
Anyway,
So, anyways, as a result of that pace, Nintendo has raised their forecast for Switch 2 sales from 15 million for the year to 19 million
Whoa.
by the end of March.
Wow.
And they've decreased Switch 1 sales by 500,000.
Damn. Switch 1, Damiani. It's not gonna catch it, dude. It's right there.
It's not going to catch it.
It's
I don't think
right
so. I don't
there.
think it's happening.
They made a mistake and lowered the price. You can't.
Drop the price.
Can't do it.
Maybe a Switch 2 though. Do you think Switch 2 could reach Switch 1, or do you think Switch 1 was such a moment, you know? I mean, it's incredible.
Way too early to say.
Of course.
Also,
Right
like-
now, it's outpacing
But
it
just
by
here-
far,
just
like
here
twice
now.
as fast right now. Same period.
Just theoretically.
I just hope it doesn't sell well for like COVID-esque reasons.
Right.
Like that boosted the Switch a bit. you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
So don't want to do that fucking shit again.
Yeah. Just that moment in time, you know, the Animal Crossing moment. I mean,
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a zeitgeist like that since Wii Bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So remember, okay, so the hardware, 10.36 million. Mario Kart World, 9.57 million.
Jeez. And is that not counting
it is.
bundles, packets?
No. Bundles is 8.1 million of that.
Oh my god. Okay.
Total global saturation.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 were the bundle.
Okay.
9 out of 10 Switch 2 owners have Mario Kart World.
Wow. Wow. It's
That means there are a million suckers who paid $90 for that game instead of getting it for free.
Or
for
$80.
$50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Built in with their system. Chumps.
Pricey.
But there's the sales. That's what. Yeah, I was waiting for the Mario Kart sales because it wasn't appearing on the NPD anywhere because the lack of physical sales happening. It seemed to be overwhelmingly digital and the bundle sales. So
Yeah.
there you go. People are trying to doom on that game, and it's like, yeah, no. Although we'll see. It's only not even 1/7 of the way to Mario Kart 8. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
we
it
will
makes
we will
it.
see, but they did talk about in the financial report about
Yeah.
it being important for that to be an evergreen title. So
Oh yeah. All they need to ever do, like Mario Kart 8, is just add tie-ins, add Link, add F-Zero, add whatever, and that
expansions
is just
in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just everyone is on board again, all in, buying that game, replaying that game. Yeah.
I am curious when they start doing that because I'm surprised that DK and some other games have had expansion stuff already.
Yeah.
And Mario Kart's just kind of like, yeah, we tweaked the balance on this and
waiting
that,
it out,
Oh,
yeah.
we tweaked it back, sorry. But
Yeah.
there has not been like new courses or carts or any of that stuff yet.
Metroid Prime 4's motorcycle 100%. Mark it down.
That's great. Yep.
Mark
That's
it down.
Very,
It's
very
going
good.
in.
Very
It's
good guess.
Going in. For sure. Samus. She forsook Fortnite to join Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be great too if there was like a level, like if you go
Oh my
underground
God,
and there's like
yes.
some lava area with like Metroids floating around and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. It's perfect.
Donkey Kong Bonanza sold 3.49 million units.
That's good.
They're very happy about
Good
that.
for Donkey.
Mario Kart 8,
Wow.
1.37 million.
What? What?
Here it begins.
It's almost like black magic. Like it's almost like like hypnotizing people. Like it's just so bizarre. I must buy 8. Like yeah.
Yeah. The total is now 69.56 million for Mario
Coming for
Kart
you,
8.
GTA.
Nice.
The world's gonna end, and the day after, somebody's gonna buy Mario Kart 8. Like it's just gonna still gonna be no stores, no humans left on Earth, and still like the packaging is gonna come off the shelves and float away in the wind. Like it just
They'll buy it
has
with
to happen.
caps, yeah. Mario Party Jamboree sold 1.16 million. Now that total is 8.64 million. That game just came out last year. It's already 8 million.
Mario
Yep.
Kart or Mario Party, another
Wow.
juggernaut.
Currently, 84% of Switch 2 owners have transitioned from Nintendo Switch. So that means 84% of people have a Switch 2, had a Switch 1 before that.
Wow. What? 82%?
84%.
84%.
So the people who have a Switch 2 right now, Huber.
Yeah.
84% of them came for Switch 1, not 84% of
Yeah,
Switch 1 owners. I read that headline at first, and I was like, why have we sold 10 million Switch 2s? Where's the 90%? Where's 84% of 150 million?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second. I was like,
my math wasn't mathing there for a second.
Because I saw it on your face, I'm like, I thought that too originally, and I'm like, that can't be right.
But what was very interesting, they had a graph up there. They were very happy with the fact that they looked at, because they have the data of like when people, got their Switches, and they're like, hey, this isn't just the early adopters. This isn't just the people that bought a Switch on launch day and now they're buying a Switch 2 on launch day. They're saying it's very evenly spread out from people that got Switches at different points of the Switch life cycle.
Got it.
And now they're jumping in on Switch 2. So
Got it.
It's a very interesting thing to point out. Another quote here, third-party side, also doing well. Not only have we already seen multiple hit first-party titles, but we have also had many software publishers on board from the very beginning, resulting in the most extensive launch year lineup out of any of our dedicated video game platforms.
Wow.
Yeah, so there we go. Third-party strength as well.
Arrogant Nintendo, Damiani. Capitalizing.
Yeah, it was like
Doing well.
2017 was a pretty strong year software-wise for the Switch. I was like, both first party and third party. I was like, okay, we'll see.
So now, where this slide comes up, they talked about their strategy for movie production, including the Mario and Zelda films, which they are co-producing, as well as the Pikmin short from Nintendo Pictures that came out a couple weeks ago, and Nintendo Stars, which basically sounds like a team that's focused on getting Nintendo properties into other movies. So think like Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna make sure we get
Gotcha.
Nintendo into a Wreck-It Ralph or whatever, that kind of thing. And then so this slide here that's got 2023 for the Mario Brothers movie, 2026 for the Mario Galaxy movie, 2027 for the Zelda movie. And then we got 2 question marks.
Yo, shout out to the Zelda movie, dude. Director of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. No, wait, Kingdom? Yeah, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The Maze Runner movies. Yes.
Is it live
hyped.
action?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
it
forgot.
is.
Zelda is live action.
Very
yeah.
optimistic.
They're
Crazy.
shooting in New Zealand right now. They started
Wow.
filming.
Wild.
Very,
oh my
very-
God, it's happening right now.
I'm
Wow.
very optimistic. I really am.
But yeah, they're talking about they want a consistent release schedule of films from now on.
One of those has to be Metroid, right?
Doesn't have to be. Metroid is not a
Donkey
big
Kong.
platform.
One is Donkey Kong. It's like the
Yeah?
one
I
kept
could
secret.
see a Mario
okay.
Kart, dedicated
been-
Mario Kart
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, isn't that just part of Mario?
Yeah,
now,
but I mean,
just in
it's
the
also-
cinematic universe.
Yeah. I think
Donkey
it was
Kong could be
building
its
off
own
of that.
thing for sure.
They could spin it off.
do you think Mario would be in that movie? It would focus on
Probably
Kong, but he would no.
Would
Interesting.
Probably be like
Interesting. DK would be in the Mario movie, but not the other way
Yeah.
around.
I'm curious of a dialogue.
Oh,
Does
Animal
DK
Crossing?
talk
That
a
could
lot?
happen.
Because I
A
don't think
prequel
he
movie?
talks.
I mean,
Yeah.
Seth Rogen voiced him in the movie.
Yeah.
But he wasn't speaking, was he?
I-
Or maybe he was.
what?
I-
Donkey Kong spoke a lot in the movie.
Yeah,
What?
he's like one of the
yeah.
main characters
No,
in the movie.
him and Mario were
you're
like
making me
yelling
think
at
I'm
each other.
crazy.
Bonding about daddy issues.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's like
There's a good
Seth
chunk of that
Rogen,
movie.
dude.
It's just the two of them.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the game, whatever.
In a perfect world, we get a Metroid movie that's horror vibes. Honestly.
Yeah.
Give us a sci-fi
Well, I mean,
horror movie.
Luigi's Mansion is,
And that too.
yeah.
For
I think
sure.
That
Luigi's
would be
Mansion's
fun.
a pretty
That would be
good.
really good.
Definitely because
They
especially
sort of
because they
hinted
teased
at it
it.
in the Mario movie that
Yeah.
Bloodworth completely forgot.
Yeah. I did only see it the one time we went, but so. Yeah, I'm curious what else they'll throw in there.
Kid Icarus, get real, chat.
There's a lot in there about the
Love that,
apps,
though.
theme parks, and all that, but they had an interesting section below, Huber, where they're talking about kind of the overall strategy and how they run their business and all this. So
Yeah.
a few lines here. To earn our consumers' trust, we develop and refine our products and services until we ourselves are convinced that they are truly fun.
Truly fun.
Our strong financial foundation allows us to prioritize quality, without being affected by short-term financial results.
There we go.
Allowing us to secure more development time if necessary. In the highly volatile entertainment business, our cash reserves support an environment where developers can focus on pursuing new challenges without distractions. This serves as a vital lifeline, ensuring we do not lose sight of our priorities even when facing unforeseen difficulties.
Economic headwinds.
Exactly. Exactly. You know? So they can make sure that they're still putting out games, that they're not laying people off, that they're not disrupting the whole flow of like how they want their developers, you know, to be feeling coming into work every day.
Yeah.
You know, they showed, you know, they've got this big building that's still in construction, the new development, you know, second building for the development headquarters in Kyoto.
Crazy.
Wow.
And that's been in the financial reports for a while now, like the last year or so. But
Yeah.
you know, they give little updates here and there.
Clearly doing something right.
Yeah.
You know, like from a business, you know, brand manager Jones, no notes. Clearly, they're just
No, yeah, they don't bet against Nintendo.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big mistake.
Well,
Yeah.
and like we've seen the past couple of years with like Liza P and Stellar Blade and Wukong.
Liza P.
Huber.
So much. Booyah.
They
I
talked
love-
about-
Booyah. I love it so much.
They
Stop
talked about
faking your enthusiasm, Huber.
It's all an act.
It's all pretend.
God.
He just does it to irritate people.
It's like a dog collar.
Liza P. Oh, I need to be hyped up. Liza P.
but they talked about Asian expansion. Nintendo talked about Asian expansion. Furthermore, as part of our foundation for maintaining and expanding our relationships with consumers, we are strengthening our sales organization in the Asia region. Regarding the expansion of our business locations following the establishment of a subsidiary in Singapore this September, we also plan to establish a new subsidiary in Thailand. In conjunction with this, we are enhancing our digital services. On November 18th, we will launch Nintendo eShop and Nintendo Switch Online services in Singapore, Thailand, and Malaysia.
That's huge.
And we plan to pursue a similar expansion in the Philippines at a later date.
Complete global saturation, Damiani. There it is.
The Nintendo expansion. Expansioner here.
Yeah. Damiani, after these very up to the minute, you know, notes just how Nintendo is doing, they're doing so well. Do you have any notes about the current state of Nintendo or any feelings that you want to share? Just are you happy with the way Nintendo is going, or would you like to see anything different, or are you just like, hey, they're killing it, keep on going?
I think they're definitely killing it. I mean, pricing stuff is probably like just gonna be the thing.
Yeah,
that, you
biggest pain
people
point.
Wish, they would wish like they would maybe be a little. You know, they're doing so well.
Yeah.
Could price things a little bit better.
Some
obviously.
of those upgrades and stuff.
Yeah. They definitely got that heat on them a little bit, but not as much because like they're definitely selling a lot of games still, so people are still happy. I said earlier the biggest thing was like finally getting Mario Kart World sales, because there's this weird ass strange narrative on some segments of social media thinking that the game was a disaster, that it bombed, that it Nintendo made the wrong choice with it, like trying to have like their confirmation bias, and like the sales are like, it just sold almost like 10 million copies.
Yeah,
like,
that's huge.
Go away. It's like it's fine. Like calm down.
Yeah.
It will be very interesting to see. Like everything looks like good sales wise. I think it will be very interesting to see if these upcoming releases from the Nintendo Direct that they had, like and ones we knew about, like Metroid Prime 4, Fire Emblem next year, even like updates to existing games like Animal Crossing in January. If the Switch effect keeps happening, where new entries will set like new records, because Donkey Kong did, like Donkey Kong Bonanza is selling extremely well. So like, will Metroid Prime 4 become like the best selling entry, in the series? Like it probably should.
I think it will.
Will Animal Crossing see a massive resurgence in January? Like, is it gonna sell like 5-10 million more copies? Like, who knows? Probably not that much. And like every other entry coming out, or is it is that potency kind of like diminished a bit, and we see like the hype kind of dying down a bit?
Yeah.
Little birdie told me you might be jumping into
Yes, Brandon.
Oh,
Jones.
yes.
Yes,
AC
Brandon
in
Jones.
January.
You get to
You gotta name my island, Jones.
You
We have
do.
redemption.
If you do, yeah.
We have redemption. I'm in. I will not miss it. 1,000% I am in.
I don't totally believe that. I mostly
I don't
do
believe
because
that
I
either.
trust you.
Yeah,
I
I'm
trust
in.
you as a friend.
I'm in.
But I'm not 100. I'm
You've
in the
literally
90s.
I will be in
told us-
day one.
You've literally told us before if you say 100% or 1,000%, it's actually like 60%. And if you say 80%, it's 100%.
This is true.
You have
And
said this to
I'm gonna
us.
say I'm 80% in then.
Oh.
For sure.
Oh, he means it.
I really
Oh.
mean it. I really mean it,
Oh.
especially because there's a bet tied to it, and I must honor said bet. That is a huge factor as well.
If you get into that game and you let me name your town, I will
Yes.
visit it
Yes.
100%.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
And
Absolutely. Because it's the only, everything I play on Switch is digital, and it's still the only cartridge like in the,
just locked and
Oh,
loaded.
yeah. Every time I go and I'm like, why is that like the first thing that like pops up? I'm like, oh, yeah, because it's the card.
By the way, that is the second best-selling game on the platform. 48.62 million.
Wow, Animal Crossing New Horizons sold
Yeah.
48 million copies?
Yeah.
Holy God. That's the COVID
Yeah.
effect, man.
That's zeitgeist.
Jesus.
That's zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah,
was
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Captain
That
Marvel was
almost hit
talking
50
about
million, Huber.
it. How much? What? It's over 50.
Oh, what last thing, Huber? Because what I just reminded me.
Yeah.
0%, 0.0%
Ah,
chance of
it's
your
over?
50 million Tears of the Kingdom.
It's
whatever.
over!
No,
Is it
no.
22.15?
What about
Yeah, you
with?
combine two of them, and that's what the new sales.
Even
you
with the
combine both
remaster?
of them, they're
Yes.
they're over 50 million, but like not a chance in hell.
Not a
Like,
chance.
good
All right.
luck.
Although the movie might boost it.
The movie might boost it. There's still hope. It's still alive. It's still alive.
I don't think it'll double it.
Can
I don't think it'll double
I
it.
will.
boost it too much.
Yeah, I think I will. I think I will throw in the towel on that one, Damiani. I think finally I'm ready to say, yeah, not 50, not 50. It's not gonna happen. Oh, all right. Also, this week, Bloodworth, some things are going on, and there's usually some good things, and unfortunately, there's usually some bad things.
Yeah, I'll start with the bad stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even know all the details yet, but Square Enix announced layoffs and restructuring this morning. Nearly all areas
All areas, Jones.
of their Western offices, and it sounds like it's going to impact around 140 people in the UK. We don't know how many people here in the US. UK has laws where they kind of have to like warn people first.
Said it, like you said up to 140, not that it will, right? It just said it might.
Yeah,
Up to 140.
something like that.
it,
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed that it will. It said they said up to 140 people's jobs are at risk, but that none it's actually happening.
And then, so hopefully, crossing my fingers for everyone we know over there.
Absolutely. Just everyone in general.
We were just over there the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this comes on the tail of their financial briefing, in which they stated a goal of having generative AI do 70% of QA and debugging by the end of 2027. I will be impressed if it does 14%. But it's not a good sign either way.
Why do they
It's just like-
always have some weird thing like that? Square
I
Enix?
know.
Square Enix is always doing this.
NFTs, AI. There's like always something.
$20
like this,
mobile
and
games,
It never
like-
goes well, and they don't learn. They just finally learned to like let their biggest games be multi-platform and stop being exclusive. It's like, and now they're doing this. Like, okay, stop.
They literally are on every trend, Damiani. Every bad
Yeah.
trend that Square Enix is going to be there.
Yeah, I think the in the results it did
Business.
show that the multi-platform stuff is like it is like what was holding back like some of the bigger releases that it absolutely needs to be on multiple platforms, and like the sales will not be like everyone doing the doom and gloom about like their big AAA games. The next ones coming out that are going to be multi-platform, like whether it's Kingdom Hearts 4, Remake Part 3, or Dragon Quest 12, it's going to like be huge. So that was kind of good to see a little bit of a reaffirmation. Obviously, you can't predict the future, but those three probably are safe bets, which is kind of nice to see.
Yeah. Crazy.
The PlayStation Portal, remember that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can now access select games for cloud streaming if you subscribe to PlayStation Plus Premium, which is $160 per year.
No.
Drop
I
the
didn't know about
price.
that part. I didn't know about that part.
Drop the price. Greedy Sony, Damiani.
I got
Arrogant
yeah.
Sony.
I got my
Yeah.
heart broken because it was like it was like a couple days away before Halloween, and I'm like, I just need something. I need a really good scary game. And I saw somebody posting I think it was like halfway through October, and somebody was like, "Yo, Silent Hill 2 free this month, and PS Plus." And I was like, "Oh,
Let's
perfect.
go.
I didn't touch that game, and it's already there. Let's go." And went in, and wasn't there. I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh no, the premium." I'm like,
That hurts.
I was so bummed.
That hurts.
So did Blake.
Go ahead and play this one. This week, Auric Digital, makers of Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun,
Bolt gun, dude. Fan
announced
favorite.
Warhammer Survivors.
Dude.
In collaboration with Ponkel and using the Vampire Survivors engine.
Oh, rad.
It includes both Warhammer 40k and Warhammer Age of Sigmar.
God, it looks good.
Show those
Whoa.
It looks good.
gems. Let the gems flow. The gem dreams begin anew.
Yes.
All I see are the gems.
And quote, it has an arsenal of familiar weapons such as the bolt gun, Astartes chainsword, whirlwind axes, and glorious Easter eggs such as the humble pot of Citadel Nuln oil paint.
Wow.
Coming to Steam in 2026. There's your gameplay.
Dude, it looks awesome.
I love that it's literally the same engine. That's so funny.
Yeah. Well, they even
so
said
good.
something of about it being the official Survivors lineage or something like that.
So how many asset flops are in here?
Right. Oh man.
Now they're official asset flops.
Yeah, I love that. I love
There's
that.
that normal
Sanctioned by the
Fully
Emperor.
endorsed.
Huber,
Yo.
BlizzCon is back next year.
Oh, yeah, they took a couple years off.
Anaheim Convention Center, September 12th to 13th, 2026.
Probably time for another WoW expansion. One of those ones they've announced.
I mean, they're just dropping the one this year. You think they'll have another one next year?
Well, they announced
Aren't they
3
on
of
a
them
two-year
or whatever.
schedule?
Yeah,
Right.
they're
That's
on.
right.
Yeah, they're rocking on those.
They're in a,
So
they're in
I
a
would,
big arc
they would probably
right now.
announce the next one at that BlizzCon. I would
Yeah.
wager,
yeah, that makes sense then.
Checked in with some old friends the other day, Huber.
Yeah.
Report was that WoW was in good shape. They were
I have heard-
previously were very critical
Yeah,
of WoW, and they were
for
like, oh, we're
sure.
playing the heck out of it right now.
Ups and
So-
downs. My friend at my other job has been playing this game called Fellowship.
Yeah.
And it's in early access, but it's basically just WoW-style dungeons.
Wow.
It's PvE,
Oh, wow.
and you just go on dungeon runs, and that's it. And it looks really, really good.
Yeah.
What is the name of this? Damiani. Okay, there it is. Finally, I found it. Damiani. As a tribute to Vampire Survivors in Ball X Pit, there is no garlic, but there is something that has the exact same function called the Wretched Onion. So it's a
That's
nod.
funny.
Yeah.
Makes a little barrier around
Total,
you.
yeah, total
But
nod.
pushes, yeah.
I loved that. I love that.
And then we can roll this. Co-op hit Peak.
Peak.
They dropped a new biome this week, new map, Huber, called The Roots. You explore a forest full of these huge trees. You can bounce on mushrooms, and players can be turned into zombies that attack other players. Oh yeah, there are also spiders that sometimes grab people.
Oh,
There's a zombie,
arachnophobia
yeah.
mode or no?
I don't know if they have an arachnophobia.
Yeah,
I don't even know
love
if you see the spiders or if you just get wrapped up by them. But
Oh.
yeah. But yeah, so there's a
Dude.
little trailer here. There's zombies coming after people. Oh, there's a spider. Yep.
We love
Just
Peak.
wrapped them up and dropped them off the tree.
we love Peak. We love RV There Yet. Any game like this, we love. Easy Allies Wheelhouse. The Roots update. I heard there's a speed run in RV There Yet.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, fun.
There's like a secret route by the river or something. My friend told me.
Oh,
What?
like if you just float the RV
Yeah.
downstream, maybe.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit.
Someone should get the band The Roots to score the
Right? Totally.
Peak update.
It is time for the 500th Love and Respect.
Love and respect.
Respect.
What was the first episode of Love and Respect? What do we think? Probably not very first one.
What do you mean?
We didn't have one.
Exactly.
Love and Respect.
It didn't
The
exist.
segment.
Love and
Was-
Respect started at GT.
No,
Yeah.
but the segment of answering questions for Love and Respect, was it on podcast number 1?
Well, no, it was
It couldn't have been,
a rename of GT
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether we had any questions in episode 1 or not.
No,
Yeah,
because
yeah. Just like when
People
that.
wouldn't have known to
Yeah.
write in.
Okay,
because
okay.
We
I mean,
dropped
they
our
knew we had a
Patreon.
channel before we
Yeah.
did that. Yeah.
Like when did the questions come in? Is my
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
too, I think. Corrections.
Love that. From Bacon Buyer. This person buys bacon.
I literally had to pick it just because of their name, Hubert. I just had to hear you say Bacon Buyer.
So having it there, so hungry. Oh, brutal.
Bacon Buyer. Hi, allies. My Love and Respect question is inspired by Hollow Knight Silksong. I've seen so many players say this is the first time they've ever gotten this far in a truly unforgiving game. I've seen that too. Shout out. Isn't that amazing? Like, come along. Come along in
Yeah.
a thing
Share
you're
the difficulty.
in a thing you're uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
Like a game that is like pushing you through and motivating you to do that is awesome. I've seen so many players do that. Even if very hard games are not usually their thing, the world is so brilliant and gorgeous that they're pushing past their limits. For me, having finally 100%ed it, some of those bosses are certainly among the hardest things I've ever done in any game, which made me wonder, what's my hardest challenge ever in gaming? I've beaten plenty of brutal bosses and white knuckle sequences, but Super Mario Galaxy 2, the perfect run, still tops the list. I remember stocking up on 1-ups, watching them plummet to around 30, and finally, miraculously, finishing the level. Since you pick up extra lives along the way, the total failures were probably over 100. I don't think I've ever tried anything else in a game that many times. So what gaming achievement made you most proud this year? Where does it rank in your personal all-time list? And of course, what sits at your number 1? What'll it be?
Number 1 gaming achievement.
Yeah.
yeah, in terms of difficulty stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I say the thing that I was thinking of is just anytime in Clair Obscur when I would take on one of those optional bosses early
Yeah.
and get them down and then
Botch a dodge or parry, you're like, ah,
But
dead.
no, but I'm saying actually defeat them before you're supposed to, and then just get 3 level ups per character.
Yeah, that's a good feeling, bud. That's such a good feeling.
Oh, in terms of all timers, though, it's hard for me to
Yeah,
I mean, obviously some of the crazy Souls bosses,
of course. I mean, yeah, mine
Nameless
goes.
King and stuff. Yeah,
Mine definitely goes to Sekiro. When I was going through that game for the very first time, I was stuck on Corrupted Monk longer than anything in that game for whatever reason. And I was like, am I going to be able to beat this game? I had the mental damage of wow, maybe I just actually will not beat this video game that I love so much. I was
Right.
getting ready to face that fact of I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. But what if I just never beat it? There will be a point where I just stop.
yeah.
So
Jones, you remember this when Brad had me do that Dark Souls 3 playthrough with including all the DLC.
Right.
Dark Eden Madeir. I'm there.
Madeir,
I'm in
dude.
full cosplay, fighting this thing. Have done it several times in your garage for the finale, and I'm just I'm at the point where I'm okay, this has to be the last run.
that boss.
There's just either I'm gonna beat it on this run or I'm not, and we're just done with this. And I managed to actually beat
Yes,
it on that
Blood.
run.
Blood, that
After
is
basically
easily one of the
respecing my whole
hardest.
character and everything.
Yeah.
That was the only way.
Easily one of the hardest boss fights of all time, no question. But dude, 1,000,000%. The thing has 1 billion health, basically. You just keep hitting it, and it doesn't even do anything. It's you're hitting it with a toothpick. One wrong move, it's over.
Yeah.
Insane fight.
It's interesting they talk about the world in Silksong, where they're just I'm just in love with this world. I just want to see it, and so it doesn't make it easier. It's not like you suddenly become more skilled, but it takes the edge away of repeatedly going back through the same environment. And that was Bloodborne for me, where I was just I had no interest in Demon Souls. I mean, I was curious about them, but once I'd seen them and then actually held a controller and I was like, this is not really for me. And Bloodborne was like, if the only way to see more of this game is to get better at it, then I guess I have to get better at it.
I want to see what's around the corner. Exactly.
And then the gratification of starting that second playthrough and just like, running through the first
Ripping
couple
through
bosses
enemies,
and like, oh wow, okay. Yeah, it's like I learned an instrument or something. It was
so
jamming and it felt really good.
I love that, Jones. Anyone else? Difficult boss fights?
Or
Oh,
just difficult
yeah.
sections, yeah.
Well, for me, yeah, I mean, like, kind of similar to Jones, like this year especially, I don't know. People seem to attribute this to age. I don't know if it is, but like Silksong and like Hades 2 and certain games push, and I just don't care to push back anymore. I'm just like, all right, whatever, who cares? But like FromSoft games, I will. So far, I've always pushed all the way through and beaten all of them.
Yeah.
The one I remember from Bloodborne DLC, Orphan of Cause, like, I remember, like, I kept changing my weapon. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how am I going to do that? Like, what the hell? And then I returned to my old trusty, my tattoo,
Yeah.
Blade of Mercy, and beat it. Like, no problem.
Stick to your strengths.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay. Like, that felt really good.
Do you have I have this weird thing sometimes where like
Just one?
no. But when you're talking about Hades 2,
Yeah.
like sometimes I will avoid things that like because I feel like this is too much of a gimme to eat like because there's a thing, one of the keepsakes where like every time you go through a door to the next room, like it'll heal you.
Yeah.
And, like after so many uses, it does like run out. But it's like sometimes it's like I want to use something else just because I want to just not always be leaning on that.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with like, if there's a weapon, I could be like, I really like the skulls. Like, well, maybe I should be using the twin blades because that's more whatever, So it's funny to like, it's like you put this artificial difficulty on yourself. It's like, this is
Way to
working for me,
close.
but I'm going to do something else for the sake of variety.
I will use variety for fun, but I will never have a problem using a system in a game. Like if a game is offering me something to get through it, like it's there. Like that thing is there. I'm good with it. Like it's part of your game.
Yeah.
So be it.
But with Isla, that's the thing I was thinking too, the kind of similarity to Hades 2 and having to rerun boss fights is Night Rain. Like Night Rain, you go through so much crap to get to this boss you've never seen before, and
then
it's
just
like,
die.
you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, Night Rain, like, I considered that one, like, I haven't played it in a month or two, but like there were 2 or 3 Everdarks I didn't beat. I beat the rest of them, and I had already, I beat the final boss, and I got credits or whatever. So I was like, I considered myself as having beat that game.
Yeah, you beat that.
But I didn't engage with like the deep of night stuff really as much, or like trying to beat every single Everdark. Because like that one felt like it's kind of a weird, because I love that game. I have like 100+ hours in that game, but at the same time I'm kind of just like, it's too dependent on if my teammates are good.
Yeah.
Sure.
And like so frequently, like it's basically the opposite of Arc Raiders. Like if I compared the like win ratio that I had, I wonder if it would be like flipped.
Yeah.
Because like Arc Raiders, I win like 98% of the time.
Yeah.
And Night Rain, it was like 2 or 3%. Maybe 10% of the time. I don't know. Who knows?
It is tough. Live and die together for sure in that
It's
game.
also like I'm not helped by, because I consider myself like okay at these kinds of games, but it also just doesn't help that like the kinds of characters I like to play and enjoy playing are the ones that die if they get hit like twice and are
but
just
you
really
do
fast.
a lot of damage.
Yeah, I just like being really fast and attacking a lot and dodging a lot, which in almost every game also means if you get hit at all, you die. So,
Yeah.
because like if I played Wilder, I could probably do a lot better than I did,
Yeah.
But Duchess is glass cannon sort of.
Duchess is sick. Some pretty brutal. Damiani?
Yeah.
Champions Road?
Like single. I mean, that's not that bad, honestly.
Ukulele?
Hang on, sorry, cat, don't do that. No, for different challenges, because you'd expect like me to say a platformer or like a boss battle from like a Souls game or something like that. But I feel like this question's come up before. Hard thing,
14?
multiplayer. completing Dragon Song Reprise Ultimate in Final Fantasy 14, like the ultimate difficulty fight, requiring like 8 people for like 5 weeks to on a single fight. That's usually like around the time, like even less time than that it takes like our group to like clear like an entire set of 4 Savage fights, which are like the difficulty right below that. But like that one was a big one because had been a long time since a new Ultimate fight had come out. They did it like story focused. It was a what if scenario for the Heaven's Ward, for the entirety of Heaven's Ward. So like it was like a what if retelling. And it had like a really key moment in it that you could like undo something very
sick,
sad and tragic that happened. You could undo it and get redemption at that moment.
Dude,
so,
that's
like,
awesome.
And there was like a really cool puzzle mechanic to it too. So it was very challenging. So that was I mean, it's mostly like, honestly, it's mostly time, but still like then the nerves. Like when you're doing like a Souls boss, I feel like you do have like the nerves, but like the same thing is like you just come back at it. Like even Millennia, like
you just die, do it again.
Took like as many hours. It was like doesn't compare to like you've spent this much time and you're getting so close. And it's like 7 other people are depending on you, and like you make a mistake and you like cause that wipe. Like, and these are like nearly 20-minute fights, so it's like you gotta start like each pull you get like closer to the end. You get fewer attempts to be clean and get through it. So yeah, that was a big one.
Dude, love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bacon Buyer. Do you think Bacon Buyer's got bacon in the fridge right now?
Sizzling.
Got to. Can never run out. It's like how I manage like toilet paper and paper towels.
Yeah.
I always have 2 packs.
Extra.
So when one pack is out, all right, buy it.
Ready to rock.
Yep.
From Andreas Reisberg. Hi, allies. Happy 500th episode from Sweden. I've been with you from the start and hope to be for episode 1000. I was recently with the family in London, and we had the great pleasure of seeing the My Neighbor Totoro theater show.
What's hilarious about this?
Which looks cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
For some reason, I've been getting the press releases for this show for years. Like when they first announced it and everything, like I just get the updates.
Yeah.
For the Shakespeare whatever theater,
Yeah. It was what only the outmost professional reviewers referred to as a 10 out of 10. Based on this classic anime being such a success on stage, I came to think about what games would make for interesting theater or musical shows. For me,
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
for real.
We'll get there.
Absolutely for real.
For me, Silksong is a good contemporary choice since it has a great score, musical gameplay elements, and the tone of it, pun intended, feels fitting for a dark and bittersweet musical. So well said and well written.
There's some great musical stuff in Silksong. Yeah. For real.
So what game would you like to see portrayed on the stage? And what would your dream role be in it? Lead character actor, dancer, writer, producer, or anything else? P.S. I am well aware of the masterpiece that is Bloodborne the musical, so maybe you can pick something other than that since it already has received great critical acclaim.
Hell yeah.
I saw it on tour. It was really good.
So a musical you would want to see for a game.
I'll throw out a random one.
Yeah.
Psychonauts.
Ooh,
Yo.
that's nice.
Yo, that's actually
something
really
like kind of
smart
Tim
one.
Burton-y and
That's
just like
great,
really
Jones.
like neon and just interesting visuals and you could do a lot of the stuff that's already been there. It's already so narratively driven that if you take away the item usage and the platforming, kind of the things that make the game fun, it's not like there's nothing left. It's like, oh, there's a lot of really fun, cool visuals and weird characters and spots where like if a character you loved from that game started singing, you'd be like, oh, this song's gonna be great,
Yeah.
I think it would improve the experience.
I think Sayonara Wild Hearts is obvious, but like Life is
100 game
Strange
of all
or
time.
Bloom and Rage and like any of those that have like kind of music as part of their vibe already would totally work.
Huber, I'm going all out. Doom.
Oh my god.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
Has there been a metal musical? Like
Doom.
Oh, they definitely have.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Doom, the theater experience at the Hollywood Bowl. There it is. I'm gonna go. Actually,
Revo is the Doom Slayer.
I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Hades.
Oh yeah,
There's a musical element to that
There's
game.
some great concerts.
Big time music in
Darren
that
and
game.
Austin, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they sang at that Game Awards concert I went to.
I think it'd be a really good fit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, they had a thing at GDC as well.
Sick.
You kind of harken back to the origins, like Greek theater. Make it very presentational
Totally
and
Jones.
very,
RF Switch says Alan Wake. That would be good.
Yeah.
Remedyverse, like Remedy the musical would be
That is great.
fucking sick.
Any others?
Damiani.
Let's do. Can we do Death Stranding?
Nah.
Yes.
Stranding
On
music.
the beach. What like just like that opening
Yeah.
song, like just called like On the Beach.
There would be really long, intense stretches of silence where you could hear a friggin' pin drop in that theater.
Right.
If,
I
if
can-
you moved in your chair
Yeah.
during the Death Stranding theater show at all,
Right.
everyone is looking at you.
I can picture the like stagecraft that they would do of like projected windstorms on the stage and the actor playing Sam Porter Bridges trying to like move forward through like a sandstorm. Like I could picture this in my head.
Yeah.
The bedroom would have to like come up to the middle of the stage, so he walks to the center, and then let's like simulate the elevator.
Oh,
going
yeah.
down and, like,
Dude. Love that. All right.
musicals are cool, okay?
I love them.
Heck yeah.
The good
Shu
ones,
wants us to
obviously.
do another one.
Yeah. Shoe and a rum.
Heck yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Let's play a game! Oh! From the one, the only, the legend, Alexander Zirianov.
Oh yeah.
And I'll take this one because
Do it, blood.
I've seen some of this stuff already. So
Okay. Take us away, dude.
To continue the celebration of the podcast anniversary, I prepared a game for you. You'll be given a quote from one of the prior podcasts,
Oh,
and
nice.
you will need to guess or
Excellent.
remember who said that.
I won't look.
Yes.
I won't
Yes.
Yes. First one, and he does have the episode numbers, but I won't give them to unless you're struggling.
Okay.
A year is a fake amount of time. Like a year could be November 10th to November 9th.
Isla.
That does sound like me.
Oh sure. I would say Huber.
What did you say, Damiani?
Isla.
Jones, did you guess?
I would Huber.
It's Gabby.
Gabby!
A year is a fake amount of time, like a year could be November 10th to November 9th. That does sound like Gabby, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is very capable of making you cry. If you just, if you catch it at the right moment, if you let yourself be sucked into its world, if you open up your heart.
Isla.
Or Huber.
Huber.
I was going to say Gabby again.
Oh.
We all talk so similar to each other now.
Sure. Yeah. It's hive mind.
That's Brandon.
Jones!
Sucked in,
didn't-
dude?
Yeah, that low hanging fruit for me with the Red
Yeah.
Dead quote. I was like,
Yeah.
it's got to be not me.
Yeah. That's where I was like, no, it's Jones. No, I can't be.
to make me cry.
Yes. Yo, speaking of GTA getting delayed,
I cried.
Red Dead Redemption 2 remaster, would you jump back in?
Not remaster, just release it on PS5.
Well,
Release
yeah,
it on
it's
the
part.
franchise.
They're gonna. Well, they want to charge you.
I'll
Arrogant
pay.
rock star. Yeah.
Pay whatever it takes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Yeah. Give me that frame rate.
To me, there's nothing better than a nice al dente noodle. Cooked just right, with the just right amount of sauce on it, and you slurp it in there, you maybe chew it up a little bit. Fantastic.
That's
Huber,
Isla.
no, Huber,
No, that's
Huber.
Isla for
Or
sure.
Dawn.
Or Dawn.
Huber.
It's Blood, Dawn, or Huber.
It could be Blood.
Damiani?
Blood loves spaghetti.
Blood does. Who among us doesn't love spaghetti, though? I don't
It's
think I
Isla.
would say.
Yeah, it's Isla.
What?
I knew it. Yes.
I was just about to say I would never say slurp.
I knew it.
I would say al dente though.
Yeah, that's what gave it away,
Yeah.
honestly, Isla.
I talk about al dente a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
While talking about Gran Turismo, I have not been sucked in. Sucked in since 4. That was the last time I was like sucked.
Huber.
That's me for sure.
Yeah, that's Huber for sure. Sucked in for
Still
sure.
funny so many years.
I wish I knew the context on the
I
next
was
one.
sucked. Michael Huber.
Does anyone know if the Mortal Kombat movie reboot came out around this time? Because for a long time, I was obsessed with Cabal taunting them about Shang Tsung, like, you're gonna get your soul sucked. And I was just like
You were saying
obsessed
that a
with
lot.
that.
Yeah.
It's like,
I did a lot of things. I rebuilt the database, I reset it to factory settings, and deleted everything on my system. I did everything.
This sounds like you.
this sounds like you. You rebuilt your database, dude.
Blood rebuilds a database.
Yeah.
For sure.
Blood.
Ben Moore.
Oh,
Ben! Oh, damn it.
Did everything.
Damn it. Oh, what is the context
Sounds
there?
brutal.
That's so good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I rebuilt the database.
I've learned over years that action fans are some of the most vocal and passionate fan bases around. They're putting their money where their mouth is, man.
Huber.
It's me or
Either
Bossman.
I'm waiting for the Huber quote.
Huber.
That feels like Huber.
Me or Bossman.
Did I guess?
Oh, Gabby thinks it's Damiani. I'll go with that.
It's Brad.
Brad! Damn, what is the context there? What action movie?
Action
it.
fan, so
Action,
probably.
Oh,
yeah.
action games maybe too. Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
podcast 200, so
Okay.
we're ways back. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
How bad would it make Microsoft look if they canceled Scalebound? Nintendo picks it up. It comes out. It's coming as this dream project. It's amazing. Blows everyone away. And remember what they canceled it for. The games they announced in Scalebound's place all being, kind of rough.
That's Bossman.
Bossman, yeah.
Sure.
That's Bossman. It's
I'll
gotta
throw
be.
Isla out there
Is it?
just as a wild card.
Or
Maybe.
Jones, maybe.
Hey. Oh.
It's Damiani.
Damiani!
Oh. Hey.
Scalebound. Damiani with the Scalebound takes.
Come down.
Damn, he left.
Yep. He's just in Scalebound disgust.
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
pissed
Disgusted by
about
it.
I think something about the concept makes me kind of creeped out by like disembodied faces. So for that reason, I'm out.
That's Bossman.
That's
Kyle.
For
Kyle.
sure.
Although
That's
it's probably,
Kyle.
it might be from the segment and for that reason, but that does sound like Kyle.
Yeah.
That's me.
Ah.
Damn
I
it,
have
Blood.
no idea what it's about. That's me.
Faces.
Disembodied faces. What
That's
episode was that?
100.
Wow.
Dude.
Damiani just running around the room.
I think his cat's up to something.
Yeah.
They start fighting.
As long as they don't shut off the computer, we're good.
Or just like,
He's like,
the
"Ah!"
cat just sits down.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
The
Where'd he
cat
go?
takes on Scalebound.
Did you see Fish Robamiani?
no.
Yeah, but the Windows, has a random photo. So it had a photo of like this parrotfish with the hat just like perfectly on its head. Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. Make stuff. Cut your construction paper every day. Eventually you will make really cool stuff with construction paper. The same with videos, same thing.
Sounds like Jones.
Or Isla. Isla or
I'm gonna go
Jones?
Dawn on this one. I'm gonna just again wild card.
That's Kyle.
Ah, damn it.
The man who eventually made a whole show out of
Right,
construction
right.
paper. And last one,
I'm terrible at this.
Same.
kick some cheese tonight.
Kick some cheese.
It's a classic quote, but it's so long ago.
Kick some cheese.
Kick some cheese tonight.
Ben or
Dawn?
Kyle?
Got no memory of that.
I'll say Dawn.
Is it Ben?
That was episode 1, and it was a collective thing. Each one of us had to give one
It was all
word.
the- yeah, it was
Exquisite
multiple.
Corpse or whatever.
So it was Brandon,
Tonight.
Ben, me, and then Kyle.
That's so
Kick
funny.
some cheese tonight.
You would say cheese, Blood.
some cheese tonight.
Oh, that's good, Alexander. Great game.
Episodes.
So good. Oh. Good memories.
Yeah.
More to
Just a
come,
handful.
always.
Just a handful.
Just a handful. Just a couple memories in 500 episodes of the Easy Allies podcast. And did you know this week's bets are coming, but Easy Allies patrons are getting 2 bonus love and respect questions, including imagining what our 12-year-old selves would think of gaming today.
Oh, dang. That's fun. That's fun.
Is good. So if you want to get in on that extended cut, consider becoming a $5 patron on patreon.com/easyallies. You get this podcast ad-free and 2 days early. You get access to the official Discord. You also can submit questions to Love and Respect. And we need your support, so get in there. Love and respect all around. If you really want to help us out, you can join one of our producer tiers. Such a fancy word.
Right.
Producer. Starting at $25, all our producers get their names added to the monthly podcast credits, which are read aloud by Brandon Jones.
Every month. We don't reuse those.
Sometimes,
I'm not like, I read that name last month. That's the whole, all the names.
Fresh
I go
every
through
time.
And I posted about this, but that list, I'll tell you, is burrowed into my brain. Like what name comes after what. It's like I'm, memorizing Shakespeare.
You are
like
locked
it's its
in.
own special thing. So when there's a new name,
Oh yeah.
it's spicy. It jumps off of the page.
Oh,
It's
I love
grab.
that.
I'm like, what? What is that name? Like, it's very special. So you will, if you jump in on that tier and you have not been before, even if you've been a patron this whole time, I will absolutely recognize you.
You're getting a little sauce on the name there.
Yeah.
Our platinum producers get a shout out on this podcast each and every week. This month's shout outs go to Jabawabs, El Thanis, and Lizard Wizard 64. Shout out. Get a little sauce on those new ones there.
Absolutely.
Now come join us on Patreon for those bonus questions. That is patreon.com/easyallies. It's time for bets. This week's bet. Predator MF in Badlands is out tonight. I will be seeing it in 1.5 hours from this exact moment. What will Jones predict the worldwide box office haul will be this exact time, or at the beginning of the podcast, next week?
Yeah.
So
keep that in mind. Not the real number. The number Jones has put in a jar somewhere.
It's right there on the
It's
desk.
right here.
Okay.
If
Says Jones's number.
Staring at it the whole
You've
episode.
been seeing it the entire episode for
It's funny,
viewers.
I can't see that thing at all.
I know the number in there. No one else does.
So Jones predicted the box office, and now we have to get closest to Jones's Predator Badlands box office prediction.
Yeah.
The arrogant child, Damiani.
50 million.
50. That's a really good bet.
50 million.
It's a really good bet. The Wicked Worm Bloodworth.
Dude, this is gonna be terrible then. 252 million.
That's huge. But you never know.
I don't know.
The Whimsical Scum Isla.
It's about what Jones might say, so I said 150 million.
150, yeah. Punish Castellanos Dawn.
No down bet this week, I don't think.
NA. Strange Valentine Gabby.
A cool hundo mill.
Damn it, Gabby. Why are you hosing me like that? I said 105 mil.
Oh, you got a buffer.
You got me though, Gabby. I wanted that 50 to 100 there. You're in a good spot there. You're in a really good spot. But you never know with this guy.
Well, I do know. That's what
hilarious.
Treat this is.
Yeah, I know.
The first time on an Easy Allies podcast, the moment the last bet has been announced, I know who won it.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Yes, Jones.
When
I know the
Huber
winner,
said
and
this-
I'll spoil this for you. It's someone I love.
Aw.
Sorry, blood.
Got him.
That's an easy follow-up right there.
Got him. All right. We talked about it on this podcast. The game taking the world by storm right now. Arc Raiders had two. Arc. You'll get caught up in the Arc Raiders. It had 280,000 concurrent viewers on Twitch last week, and we asked how many people would be watching now, 1 week later. Damiani was not here. Daniel Bloodworth was not here. Isla said 162,000. Don said 14,500.
Ouch.
Gabby said 150,000, and I said 110,000. The actual retail price at the beginning of this podcast was
Actually, right now.
Yeah, I checked it right now too.
right now this second.
Yeah.
Even better. The actual retail price of Arc Raiders is 134,000, making the winner Gabby. Yeah, Gabby.
She doesn't know what to do.
Gabby rising
Just have
up.
to get ready for after the promotion.
Get ready for after.
Rising up. Clawing her way out, dude. It's getting close. All the way around. It is a dead heat. Mostly. Dawn winning that one like a week or two ago was big.
Yeah.
The current stats are Punish Castellanos, Dawn with 11.
It's bad.
The Wicked Worm and the Fancy Stars member Bloodworth and Huber in second place with 8. Please use your acid rounds on Plant 42. And with that win, Gabby's getting closer to the pack. Strange Valentine Gabby with 4.
Does she make a sound? Do you have a sound? No.
No, it's been a while.
Sound.
She had a sound at one point.
All right. During our Halloween stream, we were fundraising for Gamers Outreach, and this week they got back to us with the final tally for all of this year's streams. They raised a grand total, not just us, a grand total of $326,696
So good, dude.
to help make the days a little brighter for the kids in the hospital. So thank you to everyone out there who contributed, to us, to them, like to any way you contributed to Gamers Outreach. That is so awesome, super meaningful.
From a dad whose kid was in the hospital
Yes,
this
well,
year.
yes, dude.
Thanks.
Big time.
Not old enough to really get into games
Yeah.
yet, but it's a huge deal.
Huge deal.
Hard not when you're like in the hospital and like walking down a hallway. So hard not to just kind of like peek in a room and just like wonder just kind of all the stuff that the kids are dealing with. Milo was in for a short amount of time and left, and one kid was super nice, and we got the vibe just learning his story. Just like, oh my God, it
Yeah.
just puts everything in perspective.
Everything.
And so, yeah.
So thank you, everyone,
deal,
from
big
the
deal.
bottom of our hearts. Seriously, that's so amazing. This week we also streamed Are We There Yet?
Heck
A
yeah.
jolly little co-op game where you chain smoke cigarettes and chug beer.
Dude, they need to have.
Out of control game.
That game was so much fun. They need to have, because every time we say it, I think we're doing like a Bela Lugosi, like Dracula accent. Are we there yet? You
Are we there
like
yet?
Transylvania. They need to have like a Halloween vampire update
Oh,
where
yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
wearing little vampire teeth and stuff. That'd be so
Yeah.
funny.
So definitely check that stream out. I hope we play that one again, because every time we play games like this, it's just the best. Like,
Yeah.
It was so goofy.
Well, and
dude.
the thing that's nice about it too is this game's not run based
Yeah.
necessarily. So it's like our
We
RV
can
is
jump
parked
back
at
in.
the spot. We
Well,
can
I
get
mean-
to the end. Yeah,
we have yet to try to reload, so we'll see if the save is there or not.
it should be. It should.
it's
be.
only
Hopefully, yeah.
At least on yours.
it's only $8. Really, really good co-op game. You're just trying to get your RV through the woods and the rocks and the water to a destination. So
Love the
just
stream
so fun.
title. You got this. You got this.
Yeah, you got this. Jones, where can we find you, and what do you want to promote?
You can find me at Trailer Jones. That is on X, which I'm not on a ton anymore, on Blue Sky more, and have started promoting my Substack, which I'll get to in a second, on Instagram more. I actually have somebody that we're working with right now that's doing a lot more marketing for us because I hate it and am bad at it. But I am good at writing, and I've been writing a lot for a Substack, which you can find at horriblethings.substack.com, or just look up The Friend's Guide to Horrible Things. I put up a new chapter every single Friday. I've stuck to it. I've hit the deadlines.
Hell
Every
yeah.
Friday for 4 months now.
yeah.
So there's about 20 chapters up, 3 interviews, and a couple other special things that I've thrown up there. If you miss me doing Cup of Jones, I got 3 live streams up. I do one at the end of every month, so you can hear me talking about nothing that has to do with games. And if you miss me reading scripts, every episode ends up, or every chapter ends up being about 6-8 minutes long. So they're just quick little guys, quick reads, quick listens too. But the audio behind that paywall, you got to premium, just like the $100 on Patreon if you want me to read whatever.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alexander Zurianov, who's gotten me reading Russian folklore.
So sick.
Digging deep into Russian folklore with Alexander
sick.
Zurianov every month. Such a treat.
So awesome.
Yeah, and I'll have more news about other projects I got next year. The next time I sneak into this podcast.
Yes, Jones, thank you for joining.
Oh,
For
always a
real.
pleasure.
Thank you just
delight.
to all of the allies, past and present. Speaking of, to end this podcast, before we get to Gabby, for Bossman, maybe I do have a little rap.
Oh boy.
I saw this coming together.
Maybe I do.
I couldn't help but peek over your shoulder.
Yeah, maybe we do. We hit 500. It's been a hell of a road. We move faster than a slippery toad. Video games are the best. Don't listen to the rest. We were born to talk about them as long as we clear our phlegm. Bossman is lost, man. Brad is rad. Jones loves skeleton bones. Ben Moore, the world needs more. But we're still here, so there's nothing to fear. We give a big shout out to all our patrons. We love sharing all the video game information. It's time to dissect, love, and respect. There you go. There you go.
Good job.
So, so there's no music under that, but we didn't talk over him really when he was doing it. So you got it. Anybody out there, you got it.
Kevin
you got
Gillet.
it. You got all the lyrics.
Activate.
There you go. Time that out. You
Hey man, nice tracks.
remix.
Activate.
Remix.
For Bossman. That one's for you, buddy.
I love that he put you right on the freaking spot. man. Holy
I saw like
I watched that and I'm like, wow.
You got
I
like
expect nothing less.
thesaurus.com open. I'm like, what is he doing?
like,
Did you
Oh,
write that during this podcast?
Yeah.
Oh my
A little
god.
bit here and there.
Yeah.
Gabby,
John.
you get to shout out to anything or anyone that's on your mind this week. You get the final word, and you get to sign off with your trademark sign off.
Shout out to Gamers Outreach.
Yeah.
For raising a ton of money to help the kids. What's the next thing?
Final word.
Anything on your mind,
Anything on my mind.
or anything that's on your mind, or and final word and trademark sign off.
Oh. I stepped on it so I couldn't hear. Okay. Predator Badlands
Yes.
is on my mind. Yeah. And then just my sign off.
Yep.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. Get the dream egg from the Moogle Chocobo Carnival to unlock the Master Assassin's robes for Noctis.
Lost my mind, dude.